Hey, crazy. Can you share it in the live for me, honey? Or in the chat? Welcome in, everybody. Top of the screen, please. Get comfortable. We're going to be here for a while. This is why I need a phone stand. Jesus Christ. Stay there. Just stay there. I just so. Hey, little mama. Hey, Nancy. Hopefully the phone stays like that. Hey, ladies. Can you guys share out the live and tap it up? We're going to be here for a while, so get comfortable. Hey, Jen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Share it in the live. Just share it. Just share it out. Share it out. Good evening, little mama. My hair is wet. I literally look like a wet rock. Fucking rock right now. Brush my hair or something. Good evening, Michelle. Good evening, Miss Minxie. Good evening, my husband. Nope, we're not doing boxes. I'll give you 5 seconds. Hello? Yes, sir.
Good night.
Good night.
You idiot. Good night. What's going on?
Nothing. Out of my box.
Not yet.
I
Nah.
love you. I will invite everybody up to my box when I'm finished.
Yeah, I know.
I love you. Bye.
Not top of the screen, so whatever. How you pooping, kid?
Hello. This thing is not going to stay like this for the rest of my life. I don't know. But you can't buy me one phone stand?
Yeah, I got a stand for you. You want to play the phone stand over here? I do this. You know, say it in our work.
What?
The phone stand that you have.
It's downstairs. I can't find it. I was looking for it. That's all right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Get comfortable. Baller, out of my box, sir.
Make people me run the show. I make them know say I'm run the show. That show.
Jazzy, jazzy.
Alright. You know if you take off the box completely, like this.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. I'll figure it out. I need to make like a makeshift phone stand. What is going on?
Just put one cloth. Put one cloth in a slide, like, yeah. Even one of them paper towel, just put it there and put something strong behind it. So it not slide.
What?
So it not slide way.
Okay. It's really uncomfortable when you don't phone stand. Anyways, out of my box, sir.
But me, I help you. Calm down.
You're not helping me.
You wanna be a top baller?
No.
You know, Jazzy and QK talk. Alright, man, come on.
Not even how it goes. Shot. It's like top baller, shot caller.
Dog.
Is this better?
Yeah. Ooh.
What a nice big back.
Big back. Alright, dear badness.
All right, I love you. Tessa. So I need Tessa up here because I need her to play some recordings for me. So Tessa, when you come, or if you're here, I should charge this before, but whatever. Tessa, please report to the live. What the fuck is this stuff on my eyes? Weird. Tessa Badness, report to my box. Swipe to view more comments. Oh, that's weird. Hello, Jamaican guy. Somebody share the live with Tessa so she can come over here. She's supposed to be here. What is this? There's nothing on. Okay, well, we can start talking. So my subject for the night, until Miss Tessa comes into the live with my recordings, is we're going to talk about bullying. We're going to talk about domestic violence a little bit. Hey, boo-boo. Thank you. I have a recording that I want you guys to hear, because what I've realized is, although, our set of people, Tessa, dude, work with me here. Okay. All right. So thank you, Fran. Oh, hold on. Let me mod Lioness too. 1 second, guys. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. I'm just trying to mod Lioness, and then.
What? Why are you modding her? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, so we're gonna touch on bullying, we're gonna touch on domestic violence, we're gonna touch a little bit on mental health tonight as well. I wasn't gonna come live because I said, you know what, like, everybody, let's just, like, spend some time with our families and relax, watch a little Netflix with all this drama and bullshit that's been going on the live.
We're going Netflix and chill?
Right. Until myself and Shay started getting unknown number calls threatening us and our children, and so we're gonna touch on bullying for a little bit as well. We were over in another live as well, and the, I don't know, TPC or whatever they want to call themselves now, came over and started in the comments and stuff. I would like to send out a message. We don't give a fuck. We're not gonna entertain you. We're literally not going to sit on a live so that you guys are relevant and get views. We are not arguing with you because we don't have anything to argue with you guys about. I 150% understand, Natasha, why it is that you bully people, because everything in your life is absolutely out of control. The only control that you did have in your life was the little handle that you had on TPC. So that was the only thing that you could actually, give an order to, or have somebody do something where you felt special. You can't control your household. You cannot control your man. You cannot control your finances. You cannot control anything. So then I get it. You lean to TPC for that, which, having a bunch of women around you as an outlet, it's a good thing. But what I'm going to say to you now is, what you did to Minxie and whomever else on the app, you're not doing it to us. You're not doing it to us, because we're not going to entertain it. When we feel like to start up our live and come over and address you, we will do that. But you will not come into a live and try to catch us up in arguments so that you guys are relevant. You're not relevant anymore. I understand. And you know what? A part of me feels sorry for you, because you are being abused. You are that's a mental abuse, a physical abuse, emotional abuse. You are absolutely being abused. And you and Ramit can sit down all day long and pretend like everything is golden and everything is great. The man is abusing you. And I actually am sorry for you that you have to go through this. But that doesn't give you, thank you for coming in, boss lady. That doesn't give you the right to walk around and to abuse mentally, physically, emotionally other people on an app. I'm talking because I have a mouth and I can. I can still talk. I'm talking because this is my mouth. And you might get thumped in your mouth for talking, but I don't. That's why I'm still talking. So, like I said, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not dropping anything. I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you're an abused woman. I understand that you're in my chat right now to try to make yourself look like a victim because you were just over in Problems Live trying to like call everybody out with your bullshit and cause trouble. I don't have to be friends with Minxie. I don't have to be friends with anybody. I have a couple solid women that have always been around me. Give you info. All right, that's it. Yeah. Anyways, mute her. At the end of the day, we do feel sorry for you. Now, if everybody wants to understand where Natasha's coming from and this mean girl mentality is coming from with Natasha, I'm going to play a recording. Because on the app, her and Ramik, they try to act like they're perfect or at least somewhat perfect. But that woman is getting abused. That's why she doesn't feel no way when Ramik is abusing other women. Even yesterday on your live when he was talking about Kayla, you're pathetic, you're this. You should be ashamed as a woman to sit in a house with a man that speaks to other women like that. You're pathetic. You're just a part of my skit. You think that that's what people are in this world? You can just use them, abuse them, and throw them aside when you're ready? Everybody deserves respect. And just because you don't think you deserve respect doesn't mean that you don't deserve it as well, but you're being abused. So until you get help and you can't help yourself because you don't see what's going on. So everybody, I'm going to play a piece of a recording. I'll play a piece. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to play the whole long thing because it's too long. So Tessa, can you start the recording for me, please? Now, this is Ramik last night who was like, I have my wife's back. I have my woman's back. My woman. And then this is Boss Lady in the recording that was going up and above and beyond about, oh, my man, and everybody's jealous of her man, and Minxie's jealous of her man, and all of these things everybody's jealous. There's nobody coming up in my box. So, Tessa, can you play the recording, please? I'll tell you when to stop it.
Excuse me now. Excuse me, where? Babe, please don't leave me. Please leave your stuff, babe. Please. Please don't. Please, babe, come on, leave your stuff here. Don't leave me, babe. Baby, please, I beg of you. Please.
Let me go.
Babe, please forgive me and don't go.
Let me go.
Babe, can you please forgive me and don't go?
Forgive me for what?
For pissing me off. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Where you for pissing me off?
I just asked a question.
What question we have?
Were you disrespectful?
Was I disrespectful? What?
When you told her she can't disrespect.
What time is it?
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Please, I beg of you. Please.
What? No, what time is it?
It's early. Listen, I beg you. I won't do it again. I promise. I won't do it again. I'm sorry.
Relax, man.
I should have just laid
Do not touch me,
I
then.
should have just laid with you and held you. I'm sorry. Can you please? Can we just start again real quick? Just real quick. 1 minute, 30 seconds to start again, please.
If have me in the house here, I'm late for work, it has gonna be a fight with that.
30 seconds.
Excuse out of my way.
Just lay down with me. 30
Excuse
seconds.
out of my way.
Please, I beg of you. Just start it
Natasha.
over with me, please. I promise.
Natasha, please stop touching me. Do not touch me. Give me some personal space, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Babe, please don't do
Give me some personal space,
Babe,
I'm gonna
please
knock you the fuck
Can you
out.
please forgive me? Please
Come on,
forgive
Tamuya.
me. Please forgive me.
And again, I'm gonna make sure this be clear to you. When I leave work, I'm gonna pick up my stuff then. You do not need to touch anything for me. And next thing,
Babe, please, please don't.
if your head decides to go off,
I am so sorry.
if your head decides to go off, and you touch any of my things, them, the cops will be here. Because they're gonna knock you the fuck up. Do not touch me, Dad.
Babe, please, I'm sorry. Please give me 1 second to start over. Please give me one more chance. I'll beg you, please.
Relax, son.
Babe, please don't do this right now. Babe, don't do this, please. Good morning, babe. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Can I make you tea?
No, good man.
Babe, please don't do this. Oh, please.
Okay, Tessa, pause it. It's sad. You don't see me. I'm not laughing. I'm not enjoying this, and it's sad, and I'm not laughing. So when I know everybody's going to be on the FYP, and they're going to come over here because they think that this is something that I would make fun of. I would never. You need help. You need help. And the thing that you have going on about, oh, you're on the internet to help other women, you have absolutely no self-control in your own life. And for that reason, you walk around and you let your husband and yourself and your little groupies, you let them emotionally abuse and physically and mentally and whatever. It's a game because you don't have any control of your own life. I don't think that that's funny. I'm not going to sit here as a woman and laugh about that. I think it's disgusting. But here's the problem. You don't get to try to ruin us. You don't get to try to ruin other women because of what you have going on in your household. As a woman and as a mother, you need to seek refuge and you need to seek help. And only you can do that. We can't do that for you. So every live that you want to get your couple little groupies and you want to go in and you want to try to, find us in lives. Ramik came into Problems Live first and then everybody else came in. So whatever you guys are scrolling for, you're not going to get. Because I don't even think that adding to that fire that you call your life is going to help in any way. I actually feel sorry for you. Because I know that the things that you're doing is just a reflection of what you're going through. But with that being said, you don't get to give people our phone numbers to call and threaten our children. You don't get to get people our phone numbers so that we have to put our phones on do not disturb because you called 75 times. You have to deal with your problems. Hey, you have to deal with your problems and you need to seek help. And here's the thing. If you ever need help and you want help, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to any of us that left the TPC because guess what? We love you, but we can't allow you to use us to harm other people anymore because that's what you're doing. Ramik last night said we were upset because we wouldn't let you or you wanted us to stop bothering Minxie. That's a lie. And we have receipts. We have receipts when you were telling us, she's got a microwave behind and everybody needs to look. And if she's in Alberta or she's here, we have receipts when you're saying, oh, Minxie thinks TPC is falling apart. Everybody go hard. I understand that you're hurting, boss lady, but the common denominator isn't TikTok. It's not Minxie. It's not Nicole. It's not anybody else. The common denominator is Ramik. And if you don't want to change that out of your life, fine. One day you will get tired of it. But what I'm saying to you as a woman, and I know you guys are going to take this and go mock it later and whatever, but as a woman, what I'm saying to you is you do deserve better. And it doesn't give you the right to come and bully the entire world. Do you get what I'm saying to you? We're not going to take it. We're not going to take it. So you and Ramik can do whatever the fuck you guys want to do and like one little joke and oh this and oh that and oh go into that live and whatever. We're not arguing with you. If we want to speak about what we're speaking about, we will do it on our own terms, on our lives. You need help. I don't know if there's somebody on this live that has like a mental health background that can help her and reach out to her. Because when I'm telling you, I don't have one bit of hate in my heart for you. None. I feel sorry for you.
Me too.
But like I said again, you don't get to walk around and bully other people because of the pain you're going through. You don't get to put our phone numbers out there so people are calling our numbers private saying, oh, this is Michelle. Oh, Michelle from Ontario. Wow, great. So you and your kids better be careful, eh? Like, what is that? I walk with God in my heart. I walk with God in my heart, so nothing can happen to me. Nothing can happen to me. And all of the women that I'm around every single day, they walk with God in their heart too. You need help. And we will be here to help you when that day comes. Okay, Tessa, continue playing the recording, hon.
I'm sorry, babe. Please go home. Baby, please. Please. Please give me a chance. Please trust me. Please trust me. I'm trying so hard to be with you so bad. I fucked up. I'm sorry. Can you please forgive me? Come on, please.
Tessa, can you move it closer to the mic, hon? It is low, Mrs. Kid, because her kids, I think her said in there, her kids are sleeping.
Excuse me, I'm still trying to wake up. Excuse me.
I beg you. I'm so sorry.
What?
It was like I think it was too close to the phone. It sounded like, it was like. All right, start it again. It should just put, yeah. I think it got louder.
Excuse me, I'm still trying to wake up. Excuse me.
Please forgive me. I beg you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I won't do it again. I'll never bother you. I promise I'll never do
I'm
it.
late for work. If I ever reach to work and I'm late,
Please forgive me.
it'll worse.
Forgive me, please, babe. Just let me, please
If
forgive
I
me.
reach to work, I'm
Give me a hug,
late.
then. Can I have a hug?
Go inside no more. Go inside. Excuse me from my car, no? Excuse from my car.
Please
Excuse.
forgive me. I'm sorry and I love you.
Excuse from my car.
Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. Can I have a hug, please? I'm sorry. I love you. Can you give me a hug?
Natasha, I do not want you to touch me.
Please,
Excuse me.
please, I'm sorry. Babe, please forgive me. Babe, please forgive me. Baby, please just a hug and forgive me.
Excuse me, let me go work.
A hug and forgiveness. Please, I beg of you. I'm so sorry. I'm upset. I was saying stupid shit at 3:30 in the morning. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I won't do it again. I just want to hug you and tell me. Again, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, babe. Please.
Excuse from my car, no?
Please, babe, I'm
Excuse
sorry.
from my car. I need to go work. Excuse me.
Babe, please forgive
I'm
me.
gonna knock you the fuck out. Move.
because she said, why does he have to be so disrespectful? That's what that whole thing. So when you see Ramik on the live, pro boss lady, that's not what's really going on. The way he said, if you don't move, I'll knock you the fuck out. That's not something uncommon to happen. You can tell. And she's mentally beat down, physically beat down, emotionally beat down. And like I said, I'm not on this live. I'm not going to sit here like Ramik and say who's a dick sucker and who's a big back and who. We're not doing that because I feel bad for you. You need help. But like I said before, that doesn't give you the right to walk around and bully other females because you have no control in your life and in your relationship. We're not going to stand for it. But we will understand what you're going through. We understand what you're going through. I understand. I don't hate you. I feel so sorry for you. And it literally put me in a position where I sat back and I always wondered what was this obsession with Minxie? What was this exactly? What was the obsession with Minxie? What was the obsession with Nicole? Why are you bashing these females and trying to bring them down? Just you have your man back, move and keep it going. But no, you have to prove every single day by making videos, by bullying people, by calling them, by screen records. Every single day, you have to try to prove to yourself that you're better than them because of what you have going on in your home. You have children. You have girls. You have daughters. You have daughters with special needs. They don't need to see this. Hurt people hurt people. Your children are going to look at your daughters because if you can't do it for yourself, look at your daughters. Would you like for your daughters to be in a relationship with somebody like Ramik? Do you want to be sitting on the phone listening to that come out of your daughter's mouth one day? Because that's what's going to happen. Your whole family needs to heal. And it has nothing to do with, Ramik and where he's from and what he does or anything like that. Not at all. Yes, baby.
I love the chicken noodle soup
All right.
you bought.
All right, baby. Go on, go drink it. It has nothing to do with me hating you. It has nothing to do with Ramik's live yesterday. It has nothing to do with, I'm just letting you know that you're not going to bully us. You're not bullying us. We left because what you were doing was literally, it was psychotic, to be honest with you. It was psychotic. Like this, it's psychotic. You can't wake up every day and every breath you take is to try to ruin another female, another human being. Did she sleep with him? Yeah, cool. But you know what? The common denominator, it's Ramik. Like, it's Ramik. Deal with your man. Stop dealing with these girls the way, like, you went on and took a picture of freaking Nicole or whatever in a mom's group on Facebook and posted it up saying she didn't have money for her kids or something. Like, that's not, no, stop attacking the females and start healing yourself and attacking the problem, which is your man. You don't deserve that. And he knows you don't deserve that. You can't keep doing this to people. And I'm not going to sit down and let anybody call me and tell me about, my kids need to, better be careful with you and your kids. That doesn't scare me. And I'm sure as hell not going to let it happen to the group of girls that I love and consider to be my family. So it stops here. You, Bella, Becca, your whole little brand new TPC crew, it stops here. You're not coming on a live where we're on and we argue. We're not doing it. It's easy to change a number. Absolutely, Linus. And they can only call it private, so I just put it on the freaking call block thing for private. But you don't get to do this to us anymore. You're not going to do it to us. So if you come into a live and we're in a box, we will gracefully leave. We're not giving you views. If Ramik goes live tonight and he tells everybody about big back this and big hole and suck wood and whatever, gracefully, we will be like, it's okay. I have nothing to say to you or Ramik anymore. Because you need help. You need help. You need help. What you're doing is not okay, and what he's doing to you is not okay. And I understand having low self-esteem. I understand being up there in age. I understand, but you're a beautiful woman. Right. You're a beautiful woman. And you offer a lot, because all of that energy and love and negative and positive energy you give that man could be put to somebody who wants it and is willing to give it back to you. So at the end of the day, I didn't start this live to drag you. I'm not dragging you because you're a victim. But I did start this live to let you know that this isn't happening anymore. You're not going to bully people on the app. You have your new little TPC crew. All right, you guys do what you want. But as far as us, you're not getting the response. So yes, Ramik, tonight when you go live and you talk about people's big underneath and everybody's a suckwood and this is a big back and that's a big back and people sleep with other people and all. Great. Thank you. Because we won't be there to watch it. We're unfazed. But you, Ramik, you need to stop ruining people's children. You need to stop ruining people's daughters. Whatever trauma you have from your childhood growing up, whatever you have going on in your head, you need to get help too. Because you can't have a mother, you cannot have a daughter, you cannot have a sister, you cannot have an auntie and look at somebody else's daughter, a woman, a strong, beautiful woman, and tear her down like that. You can't do, it's not normal. There's Natasha, there's relationships out there that give you back the energy that you deserve. Every time he won't even shut up his mouth long enough to stay out of jail. He won't be quiet long enough to stay out of jail. Why? Because it doesn't faze him. He goes and he sits down, and when he sits down, what happens? You run up and down. You do everything. You pay the money to get him out, whatever. That doesn't faze him because it's 1.5 day, 2 day vacation. That's what you want the rest of your life to be? Because let me tell you, I heard you say the other day that you never had intentions of retiring in Canada and you wanted to retire by the time you were 50. Let me tell you something. You see, if retiring in Jamaica is where your mindset is, if he deals with you like that here, I don't know how long you'll be alive in Jamaica. Just know that. And you can sit around and you can say whatever and you can walk to everybody and say, oh, you know, Mishy's this and Mishy's that. I'm not being quiet. I'm not being quiet. And you're going to just leave people alone. Take the energy that you're taking and putting into Ramik, and you're putting into Minxie, you're putting into Amanda threatening, me, Shay, whatever, and put it into yourself. Sit down, pray, and then figure out what you're going to do and put that energy into yourself and turn it around to positive energy. No, you can't come in. You can't come in.
I love chicken.
You love chicken soup? All right, finish it. My thing is that you need to take some of your time and your energy, and you need to love yourself, because you don't. There's no way that a woman would beg a man because you asked him, why is he so disrespectful? You know what happens in a regular relationship? Babe, why are you so disrespectful? What do you mean? What did I disrespect you with? Well, I didn't like you said this, this, and this. Oh, that didn't mean anything, but I didn't like it. Okay, I'll try not to do it again. Sorry. Maybe it wasn't, or you took it the wrong way or whatever, but I won't do it again. That's a regular conversation. Not you literally holding on to the man all the way to his car while he repeatedly tells you to stop touching him because he's going to knock you the F out. That's not a regular relationship. And I know you're going to sit there with Ramik and you guys are going to laugh about this and whatever, and you can do what you want. But what I'm telling you, honest and truly, Natasha, you don't deserve this. And every problem and every beef and every issue that you have on social media and in your real life is caused by him. So what now? He's going to jail, unfortunately, because he can't get himself together to just chill. And then are you going to go behind him? You have your kids. Exactly. She does know all of this and she's in denial. But on top of being Cola Champagne and on top of being in denial, she's also in pain. So when she's in pain now, she's lashing out against other women on TikTok and everywhere. and I'm not gonna be quiet. So she can come and she can have whoever wants to call me and Shay 700 times and threaten us and go ahead. We don't care. We walk with God, and anything that we ever did with you or for you was to help build you up. Because I never realized how mentally how mentally unstable you are, and that's the honest to goodness truth. All right, you want to go to bed?
No.
All right, then go. No. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna let everybody up in the box. I just had something to say first, guys. From this day forward, all of us has talked, like my little group, my little family together. We've talked and we've said over and over and over again that I'm not taking a negative approach. I'm not gonna be cussing with her. Everybody knows I'm capable of cussing, but I'm not doing that because at the end of the day, this woman is a victim. She needs help. And she's going to continue to lash out on people, especially females, because she needs help. She's physically and emotionally hurting. And I'm not going to cuss back and forth with her because I feel like she's gone through enough already. So that's what we're not going to do. But we're also not going to argue with her. But you're also not going to have people call my phone and tell me that me and my kids better watch out. We walk with God. We walk with the Lord. Nothing's going to happen to us. That's just what it is. So I will jump. Does anybody want to hear the recording once again that came in late? Because I can play it before I open up the boxes to people.
There's one more.
Oh, there's one more? Okay. Yes. Okay. Tessa, start it from the beginning, babe.
The first recording?
Yeah, start it from the beginning because I do realize that the number went up high, so there's a lot of people that didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Babe, please don't leave me. Please leave your stuff, babe. Please don't. Please, babe, come on, leave your stuff here. Don't leave me, babe. Babe, please, I beg of you, please.
Let me go.
Babe, please forgive me and don't go.
Let me go.
Babe, can you please forgive me and don't go?
Forgive me for what?
For pissing me off. I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
Where you for pissing me off?
I just asked a question.
What the question you ask?
Were you disrespectful? Why didn't
Was I
you
disrespectful?
answer
What?
me when you told her she can't disrespect?
What time is it?
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Please, I beg of you. Please.
What? No, what time is it?
It's early. Listen, I beg you. I won't do it again. I promise. I won't do it again. I'm sorry.
Relax, man.
I should have just laid
Do
with
not
you.
touch me,
I
Dad.
should have just laid with you and held you. I'm sorry. Can you please? Can we just start again? Real quick. 1 minute, 30 seconds to start again, please.
If it's have me in the house here, I'm late for work. Yeah, it has be a fight, brother.
30 seconds.
Excuse out of my way.
Just lay down with me. 30
Excuse
seconds.
out of my way.
Over. Please, I beg of you. Just start it
Natasha.
over with me, please. I promise. I'll do
Natasha,
better.
please stop touching me.
I'll do better.
Do not touch me. Give me some personal space. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Babe, please don't do that.
Give me some personal space. I'm gonna knock you the fuck
Please
out.
forgive me. Please
Come out
forgive
of
me.
me.
Please forgive me.
And again, I'm gonna make sure this be clear to you. When I leave work, I'm gonna pick up my stuff then. You do not need to touch anything for me. And next thing,
Babe, please, please don't.
if your head decide to go off,
I'm so sorry.
if your head decides to go off and you touch any of my things, then cops will be here. Because
Babe, please.
I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Do not touch me, Dad.
Babe, please, I'm sorry. Please give me 1 second to start over. Please give me one more chance. I beg you, please. Don't
Relax,
do this. Babe, please don't do this right now. Babe, don't do this, please. Good morning, babe. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Can I make you tea?
No,
Love?
good man.
Babe, please don't do this. Don't. Please don't. I beg you. I'm sorry, babe. Please go home. Baby, please.
Okay, so I know everybody wants to know. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you what a sick individual this is. He put the thing. Okay. He put his phone in his pocket, and he recorded this to send to somebody else to show how obsessed or in love she is with him. That's like, not only are you going through these things with the woman and you're doing what you're doing, but you're making a mockery out of it because you're recording. Yes, Chrissy, it is. You're recording it. And when you're recording it, you're sending it to other people, other women. So like I said, and I mean it, Natasha, I'm not arguing with you. We're not fighting. You need help. And if you need help and you reach out to me, absolutely, I'll be there. I will be there. I'm not arguing. I can't, and I mean this. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You can go with Ramik tonight and bash. You can bash tomorrow. You can find every live that like you were trying to do today. And you can give everybody our phone numbers because, I mean, I already got a whole bunch of people calling me already, threatening my children. You can do all of that. I know you're doing what you're doing because you're hurt and you need help. You're hurt, and that's why you're hurting other people. You have no control over your life, your circumstances, or anything right now. And that's why you're being the way you are with other people. So if it's the argument that you want and the fuss and the name calling and the cursing back and forth and the disrespectful, who sucks dick, who doesn't, whose holes, I'm not doing that with you because I feel bad for you. And I hope that one day, as a woman, you can see your own worth because you're a good woman. You're a good woman. Minxie is not your problem. Nicole is not your problem. None of the other women that came before you are your problem. None of the women that will come during and after you are not your problem. Your problem is your man. So I'm going to open up the boxes. I want to keep it positive. I don't want name callings. If you guys want to come up, if you want to speak about domestic violence, if you want to talk on anything that has happened, it is a distraction for her. Like, and Minxie's right with that. I've seen it myself. If he keeps this going, she stays distracted. So 100% she has to know her own worth. So I'm going to open up the box. I want to keep it, I want to keep it positive. I want to speak about, domestic violence. I want to speak about women and men's mental health, but I want to keep it positive. So I don't want name calling. I don't want anybody classing her or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll open the boxes now. Lioness.
Hey, girl.
Hey, boo, you good? Hold on. How do I change this thing? Change these things.
Okay, I got something to say.
Listen, it doesn't matter if it was recent or not. It's everybody heard him, so it doesn't matter.
No, that's the thing. And that's it. And she's not going to see it until she's ready. And I really want her to know that, like I said before,
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
Can I say something, Nishi?
What are we talking about here?
You see where you see Mark? You see one like a plus beside Mark name? You touch on it. That's all you're going to do.
Huh?
Thank you.
Lioness, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So, okay. So I grew up in a domestic violence. My mom was severely abused by my father. So was I, as a child. So this is the thing. She gave him 16 years of her life. My mother was murdered. Not by my father, but she was murdered. He only took for him 2 months to find another wife.
Wow.
Throughout my whole life growing up, I said, never in my life would I let one fucking man lay his finger on me. Because I seen what my mother went through. Luckily, oh my God, thank my lucky stars, I never had to go through whatever. I have 4 daughters.
Yeah.
4 daughters, and the same mentality. I said my children will not see me being beaten. Absolutely nothing. They never did. They never did. I raised my voice. My kids were like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? But I have a 29-year-old daughter, and I said to her, "Baby, never let the man disrespect you. Know your worth. Every single day, repeat to yourself, I am worthy. I'm valuable. I deserve respect." And you give people respect.
Yep,
That right there, that's fucking sick.
absolutely. And
And
that's
the
the
thing
thing. And
is,
Linus, that's the thing. That's like we have. I find that people that have gone through whether abusive relationships or traumatic childhoods, they go one or the other. They go the extreme where either they don't even want to raise their voice too loud at their kids, or they become abusers, or they go into abusive relationships. So this is like I'm looking at this woman, and when she has her daughters there, one which is special needs,
okay,
and they're watching this. And as parents and as women, we're fucking stupid if we think our kids don't see everything that happens, hear it, and feel it
they're
emotionally.
mirroring us. They are the
So
mirror.
exactly, all where we think we don't. Like, oh, they didn't even hear that convo. They heard it. They heard that shit. And it's just I'm looking at this woman that has all this energy to put into this negative stuff. And it's like, yo, just put it like 5% of that into something positive for yourself.
Right, right. No, I agree. But you see, for her, like Minxie was an outlet for her, I
It
think.
was.
And this is the thing, though. I don't come. Nobody has to like Minxie. You know what I mean? If she don't like her, she don't like her.
Right.
But this is the thing. You don't like her. Keep that between you and your man. You know what I mean? But don't come online, because her thing is that feels so defeated that speaking about her, it's giving her ammo. And I don't know if you guys notice, every time she talks about her, she gets so excited. I'm like, like, you have all this energy. Why can't she put that energy in telling that fucking motherfucker right over there, you're not gonna treat me this way? There's
Because
the
she's
fucking door.
tired.
Don't let it hit you on your way out.
She's tired, and the only thing that she can be passionate about in her life, because she's so drained, is literally going after other women. And when I first I thought I'm not no, I didn't think she's a victim. But I thought that this was like, Minxie, and okay, another white girl went to, like this and I thought that. And I really did think that. And I've told Minxie a million times, like, yo, listen, we may have completely different perspectives when it comes to things, and we're gonna bump heads online if we're together. Like, it's just what's gonna happen. But with all
Right,
of that
right.
being said, what she's doing when the woman moved away, why are you telling people to go check her time zone and stuff? For what?
But you see, that's her like, I think the more she's focused on her, that he leaves her alone.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know.
In all fucking reality, like, me and Minxie, we don't get along, okay? But she had to fucking move for these people to fucking leave her alone, and they're still trying to fucking find her.
And it's not stopping, like literally. And I tell everybody and I have proof of this. It was like Christmas Eve, I believe it was, and I was like, she's putting all this stuff about Minxie in the chat, and then everybody was kind of following suit. And I said, listen, it's Christmas Eve, like let us spend a couple days with our kids. Let's just it's Christmas Eve, and everybody kind of agreed. So she was put in a position where she couldn't really, And then 2 days later, Minxie's already moved, and she's like, "Oh, I heard Minxie say on a live that TPC is falling apart. So I need everybody to get out there and go hard at her. All the troll accounts out there, everybody screen record." And I'm like, no. This is a sickness. This
Okay,
is a
but hold on.
sickness,
Even if she moved, what are you trying to accomplish? She moved.
right?
Like, she's not nowhere near you or your fucking so-called. I can't even call him a man. He's
Like,
a fucking pussy.
exactly. So Linus, so like you're not okay with her moving provinces. You feel like you need her to move countries? Like, what is it? It's like this sick. It's like this sick thing. Like, but that's the only thing that they have with each other. Her and Ramit is this like this up and down toxic, like up and down, up and down, up and down roller coaster ride. And
You
she
know what
doesn't understand she deserves better.
I realized?
Like, I don't want to say there's a plenty fish in the sea. Wrong term, if you guys know what I mean. But I'm just saying, like, there's a man out there that
For
will
everybody.
treat you like a goddess you're supposed to be.
What are you saying, Cola, honey?
So I wanted to say, I think that Ramik hates women. I think he is gay.
So do
I
I.
think he's definitely closeted.
Yep.
When men treat women with such disregard for their lives,
They want to
not
be
only does he hate himself, but he also hates women. There's
right.
no reason why he's taking out so much aggression on these women if he loves women. There's just no way.
Absolutely.
There's no way, right? And the
Absolutely.
thing is that people are going to treat you how they see you treat yourself. So
Yeah.
if she doesn't treat herself with love, she doesn't value herself, he's not going to do that.
Not gonna do
He
it.
sees right through that shit. He sees through her insecurities. He sees that she's weak mentally, so that he's going to prey off of that.
Right. Right.
And I
You're
remember
absolutely
one
right.
day I came into the live and I stepped into the box and I tried telling her, like, you should value yourself, like you're a beautiful woman. And she got upset and blocked me. So
I
I
was
was
in the
kicked.
live. That's
Yeah, I
when
was
you came
kicked out
up.
of the
I knew
live, but I wasn't
exactly
even
who you
saying
were.
anything bad towards her, you
Yeah.
know?
No, you
I
weren't.
would I was just saying, like, forget Minxie if you guys don't get along, like whatever. Like, obviously it's great entertainment. But at the end of the day, you guys are so grown. Like, forget it. Like, why are you spending so much of your time and your energy on one person when you can be putting that into yourself, like you guys said? Like, it just makes no
Absolutely.
sense.
And that's kind of what I went through. Like, I was like, okay, they tried the stunt today. I was over. We were all over on one of my friends' live. Not a live that they're common friends with or anything. And I seen Ramit come in. And then when he came in, like everybody started coming in. I called all of my friends. I said, just get out of there. Like, I'm not arguing with them. And
Hmm.
I wanted to have this live so that I can put an end, not because I want to be her friend, because I don't. She needs a lot of healing before she even tries to take on any relationship, even friendship. But I just I'm gonna say my piece because this is where she's coming from. And I'm not gonna come up here and bash her because that's not what she needs. She's a victim. Whether she sees it that way, yes or no, she is a victim. And I want her to know, like I said, and this is not for the fucking the views and whatever. If push comes to shove and you ever need help, call me. I will never not answer my phone to you. And I don't care if you put up my number, and I don't care who's calling and threatening me and my kids and all that. I don't care. All of that aside, if you ever need help or you want to leave him, call me and I will be there. And I know there's other women in this panel that feel the same way
Oh, definitely.
because it's sad.
But you also have to be careful, right? If she is like putting
Yeah,
out your number and all this stuff, right? Even though you want to help her, you also have to make sure that you're not putting your family at risk by doing that, you know? Because if
exactly.
she's upset and she has Ramik in her ear, he's putting that battery in her back, you never know what she's capable of at the same time, you know? So just always make sure that you and your family come first. Yeah, she deserves to get help, but at the end of the day, if it's gonna put you guys at risk, it's not even worth it, you know?
But that's it. And it was like Amanda was who's crazy one was like the line for me was the other day there was an argument going on with a girl that I don't like on this app. And me and another girl kind of squashed an argument, and then she came up with this attitude talking about, oh, okay, well, like, so I guess like what's your problem with me? Like, and I said, bitch, I still have a problem with you, and came out the box because I'm not gonna be like a fraud. So then she's there and she's talking to this girl, and the whole time she's doing it, she's throwing like crazy everybody under the bus. Like, she's not doing anything. Like, she's not the one that's literally harassing us, trying to get us out there to harass people for her. And I said, enough is enough. And I called everybody and I said, you see that group you guys are in? We're all getting out of it. It's fucking crazy. This doesn't make sense. I can't do this. This is not what I'm not that person.
No,
And I'm
Yeah.
like, and I understand where
got
everybody
way too
came
loud.
from because they were like, okay, they're helping her, or maybe I don't know, but I seen some stuff there that really like, yo, it's not normal. And I was like, no, anybody who I care about, you guys can't stay in there. Get the fuck out. Like, and she wants a war. I'm not warring you. Ramik wants a war. I'm not warring you, Ramik. You can tell me my hole is big because you've never been in it. And you can tell me that my back is broad, but you've never been around me. So you say what you want to say because all you know how to do is tear down women. That's all you know how to do is tear down women.
And he's sick. He gets a thrill out of it. If you
He does.
notice, if you pay attention to his mannerisms and the way he conducts himself online, he has no regard for anybody. He
Nope.
says whatever the fuck he thinks and
Yep.
feels. And you could tell he just breathes hate. And it's disgusting. Anytime I've gone on any live and I've seen him, I've always called him out. And I always get kicked out. And I will always do it. Because people that beat women deserve to get called out. Abusers deserve to be
Absolutely.
unprotected.
Do you
And
think
he
I wanted
needs
to
a
do this
grown
tonight?
man to beat his ass so he can
Paula,
see
I
how
didn't
it
want to do
feels.
this. I didn't want to do this. I really didn't want to do this, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show people so that the sham is up regardless because people will see this, and then I'm gonna call him out on him because guess what? You're the problem, Remy. She is doing what she is doing because of you. You're the problem. And at the end of the day, you have a good woman that has stuck by you for more than what fucking most women would have been gone a long time, and you still kick and beat and abuse her.
It's because he doesn't value her.
No.
He is gay. I agree to say, and Baller, my husband can tell you. I said that man is gay, and because he was
I say that shit every day.
Thank
Every
you.
single
I'm
day.
telling you, whenever a man is gay and he's undercover, especially he's Jamaican,
hate
how do you
women.
think he's hating his life because he can't be himself?
right.
He's so closeted that he hates himself.
Yeah.
So he's taking it out on everybody in his path.
Check. Hold on, me nah cut you. Him like how you say you see him behave with woman on the internet. You see him behave with him boyfriend drinks.
No, sir. Listen, you may be married to me, but if you can't be politically correct, you gotta get down.
No, like be honest. You gotta sit down on live with man for hours
See,
and
watch Mrs. Kitchen.
throw a baby oil pound on one another and a wind up like, and you not do that to you and your woman?
I did
You don't even go live with your woman.
Him not got,
He doesn't even go
him
live
live-
with her.
Him live in the basement. She live upstairs. If I me and Mishi that, me say Mishi turn on your live, me turn on my live. And the two of we split with screen and the two of we talk. Oh, you feel do that with another man. Even the man when he drinks, me hear him say, yo, one of them be me I come trick you, you know. And him start like film it now, so what you trick me for? I hear me and you we talk off here. What kind of bumbuckler? Me not know
Michi, let's address Nikki's comment because I kind of agree with that.
I do. I do too. I do. But the thing is that we don't. This is where we have to kind of what they say, listen and don't judge, because we don't know what type of trauma she grew up with as a child. We don't know what type of relationship she has with her mother or her father. We don't know the type of relationship she was in prior to Remy. So there's a lot. Yes, a woman will only allow you, or a man will only do what you allow. Absolutely. The problem is that you have men in this world that will beat you down until you don't feel you have no use to yourself. You're only their husband or you're only their wife. You're not you have no other use in this world, and that's what he does to her.
Mhm.
And trauma bonds absolutely are real, and that's why I did this, and that's why
Can I
chose
say
this.
something?
Go ahead.
I've been in domestic violence where my partner stabbed me multiple times. I almost died, and it happened in front of my daughter. You guys have a video recording. Why don't you just go to the police and get her to help, regardless if she wants it or needs it? It might bring the victim services and people to ban him from coming around her.
The police have
Because
that.
at the end of the day, but ban her, meaning he will get they will put a restraining order, even if she doesn't want it. They will get victim services, even children's aid, because at the end of the day, there's children in that home that are going to be witnessing this, and that is not okay, and that is not safe for them.
Okay,
And the
but
man
listen-
said it
no, but
on
listen
live
to this.
yesterday
No, but what you're saying
that
is
he
now
will
in
beat the
that-
fuck out of her.
In that recording, nobody heard anybody hit anybody. There was no physical.
No, but he threatened to.
Right.
That
but
is
the
a
police
that
have it.
alone will will get her an order of protection
The police
against her
have it.
will.
And if she doesn't want to charge him, what is going to happen. The police have that already. They've used that for another case.
The way that I've looked at all of this over being on TikTok, and I've just seen it, I've seen women, grown ass fucking women that have children and would never in a million years allow their kids to get bullied, but they bullied that Mixie girl till she left the province. Big bullies. Then you have this man coming on live showing people's numbers, moving like a whole fucking batty boy, like a little bitch. How are you in women's arguments? If me and you argue as a woman, my man should not be involved. My man should mind his business and go sit in the corner unless another man puts his hands on me or gets involved.
I agree.
My man has no business to be a no man. But on TikTok, all TikTok is nothing but men acting like little bitches, twerking, doing dumb shit as Jamaicans, sitting there dick riding next men. My baby father's on this app, and my man, he dragged me through the mud on this app and had people messaging me, threatened to kill me. His name is Jamaica Love. Half you guys probably follow him. And he fucking put me through the ringer because he's a deadbeat dad and doesn't help me with his daughter. And then he decided... Sorry?
Michi.
Yeah.
When she's finished, I actually have a very good friend of mine who just came into this live. I asked her to come in. Okay. She doesn't TikTok much, but she and me have been through a lot, and I was there for her many times when she was getting her ass handed to her by her baby father.
Does she want to come up?
No, she won't come up, but I just want her to listen and get back on track here.
Okay.
But all I'm saying is anybody who's going through domestic violence, the best people to help you right now is victim services. They are amazing. They help me and my kids get to a safe place. They helped us get housing. They helped us a lot. They helped with mental health and counseling. And anybody who's going through that situation, seek help. Don't be scared of your partner. Don't be scared to ask for help. Don't be scared to talk to any women, because you need to be able to talk and come and ask for help, because the best thing you could do is come away from that relationship.
This man is so cool. It's I don't even know if are you blocked from his live and her live?
Yep.
Okay, so the other day what happened was there's a girl on this app named Kayla Law, and she's always over there with him all the time. She's always over on his live, and I don't know, like you can tell that she's obviously book smart, but socially, she's not. You know what I'm saying? So he always has her over there, and it's like this skit, like this thing where he embarrasses her on live time and time again. He embarrasses her on live. And I guess he was over there with her, and they were talking, and Ramik was saying something along the lines of, I'm not messaging you because you send me messages. And Kayla Lahad came out with something like, oh, your woman doesn't like you messaging me. And it's kind of fucked up because as a woman, I'm looking at this young girl thinking like, I really wouldn't be that intimidated, but okay.
Oh, is it she's a white female. She's a little bit bigger, right?
Yes.
I know. Because I saw, she was on live a few days ago with that Trinks guy and Ramik. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's so disgusting to her. He's always like, oh, you brush your teeth from on and you beard from on.
Yes.
It's like, wow.
So what you guys happened was boss lady or Natasha got pissed off because she said something to him and it didn't go over, right?
But she's a kid.
Exactly. She's a child. So boss lady's like telling Ramik, like, I'm not so she goes into the chat, the group chat that they have, and she says to them, like, Kayla Law's flirting with Ramik. And all these grown ass women that are in the chat go over and start attacking Kayla Law in the comments. When I mean attacking, they're like, you need to have some self-respect. You need to apologize to boss. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm literally sitting there, me and Shay, and we're saying nothing. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, stop. So we go in the chat and we say, like, yo, chill. Anyways, she goes live the next day and she's there and she's talking and she's like, when it comes to respect, like, it has to go both ways. Nothing disrespectful, but just kind of touching on the topic. Jesus Christ, all of a sudden you see Ramik come running through the back door because the window's there. So you see his red hat and his red jacket fly through the thing, and she hears the dogs barking, so she gets up and runs, but she leaves the live on. When she left the live on, he fucking came, grabbed the phone, shut the live off, choked her, pulled out her fucking extensions out of her hair, and then everybody's like, yo, Amanda, because Crazy One's the closest to her. And Amanda's like, I don't know what to do because, like, I don't want to put myself in a position to get hurt. Mm-hmm. And that's how all of this got turned around, because then he was like started dissing all of us and whatever, and she was like, and she was doing it too. She was letting him do it, and we were like, yo, we can't stand here and watch this man abuse you time and time again.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's in a vulnerable position and she's gonna do whatever it is to maintain his likeness, right? So that's why I'm
Right.
saying, like, I know you want to help her, but you gotta help her in like a hands-off approach type of way,
Right.
because you never know what she's gonna do to turn on you, which she
Exactly.
already has, right? But
She has.
you never know like what she's capable of right now, because she's gonna do whatever it is to
Yeah.
keep him on board.
Yep.
It's really fucking sad.
Hold on. Can I send Tessa? Can I send you the video of that? The clip we have. You have the clip of it, do you not, Tessa?
I don't know.
Hold on. Give me. I think I can send it to you. Give me a second. You guys.
He only has strength for Gail. That's it. That's what it is. He only has strength for women. He needs his ass handed to him by a grown ass man who could take him. He's literally the size of a fucking toothpick.
Grown ass man, let him come in my house. I got 2 nice little dogs that will fucking eat him
That'll
alive.
fuck him up. That's what he
They will
needs.
fucking go right for his throat. Let him come up in my house. I got 2 of these babies. They will go right for him. Nobody can walk in my house since I got these dogs because of my trauma I went
You
through. And I'm
need to
telling
lure
you,
Ramik over there. Lure him over
tell
there
him
and
to
let
come
the dogs
and they'll
fuck him
eat.
up.
I tell you, they'll go through his junk. They'll kill him. He ain't making
Deal
it out of
with
my
it.
house alive.
You know what you need to do is send the dogs right to his crotches. Let them
You
yam
know?
it off.
That's what I said, because he was all fucking hurt, because on my live the other day I said, you never built a group to stop bullying online. I said she never built a group to stop all of these things and empower women. You built a group to watch Ramik's cock. I'm not doing that. I'm not watching his dick.
But wasn't this guy the same guy that was with the Mixie girl up there dressing up
Yes.
all gay and moving and
Yes.
twerking and dancing
EMCM
all in
one.
the girl's live? And then
Yep,
what? The
the
girl got
EMCM
sick
one.
of him, so he flew over to the next girl. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. It's fighting over some cocky that ain't even worth fighting over. And his
this
cock's
is what I
probably small on
said.
top of that. It's probably not even a big cocky to begin with. But
This is
the
what
man
I
was on live
Yo,
talking
listen.
about he eats pussy and shit. The man admitted. He said he yammed the poom poom last night and said that he don't give a fuck because he eats all the pussy and yammed up the poom poom and all this and that.
Yeah,
And then
whenever
he
a
went
man
from
likes
that
to
to
yam
talking
crotches
about
too
he
much,
boxed
he's
up
gay.
women.
Right.
He was talking
Whenever
about
a man
yamming
likes
it
to
last
yam
night.
crotches
Okay,
too
can
much,
we
he's
just give it a
gay.
sec? I'm gonna have Baller play the clip. Watch this.
Put me in
Hey,
a
Darky.
Oh yeah, how do I put you on the big ball? Oh, there you go. Big ball, big ball.
I'm the only one here for him. And he's the one here for me. But sometimes, those types of things frustrate me. It's like, come on, man. Like, give your head a shake. Because all this should not even have been an issue. She should have been long done. When she come on and she was inappropriate, she thought I wasn't watching, that's when you should have shut her down. You let her cross boundaries, and again last night you let her cross boundaries. You won't let me cross boundaries. If I try to cross your boundaries, it's a very different story, Kumar. The boundaries that you have set for me, you don't allow them to be crossed. You don't take it well. But every other woman can cross boundaries and it's okay. In some ways, you've encouraged it even. That's not fair. That's not fair.
No, this was the other day, Ali.
blood
So that
clot.
time, at that point, was when he grabbed her, he choked her, he pulled her extensions out, and then ran to And then he left for the night. So after he did that, he went live for a while, and then he left her for the night and didn't come back until the next afternoon. So this whole time that these things are happening, Amanda's there for her. And he wasn't being disrespectful. In a normal relationship, that's just a conversation. That's somebody venting. She was very respectful.
Yeah, I don't realize what she said that would have triggered him.
There was nothing.
It's
It
just,
doesn't
this is the
matter. She
thing.
didn't have to
This,
say anything. He's a
yeah, this is the thing
narcissist.
though. Yeah, with a narcissist, once they feel like the spotlight is on them, they have to turn it back on you.
Any
Right.
man that goes live and starts paging all kinds of females. It started off with somebody named Layla, like Kayla, somebody like that. He was posting like her messages to him, and then it went from her to the host to the Amanda girl to some Bella girl to some then Mrs. Wallace and Mrs. Wilson, and then their husbands, and then it went from that to him beating women to poom poom, and he'll box up a girl and. The man's all over, and the way the man looks, he's high. He's on some sort of drug, not
He's on
weed,
something. That
because of the
doesn't
way
make
he kept
sense.
having to keep his eyes closed.
Yo, that shit
And
was
then,
crazy.
yeah, and then the way the man moves his body, he moves it like a body boy. He moves it like that. The way he was moving, and then got mad and said, "If you're not gonna tap up the screen, then I'm not gonna talk no more." Like, you sound like a
No,
gal. You're chatting gal
no,
business.
she did not. Hold on one second. She did not apologize to Minxie.
And Minxie shouldn't accept her apology neither. So
Not where
leave
you
her
had to move provinces. No, you're a bully at that point.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that still.
What? People are in high school. We got to bully people till they move away.
But that's the thing.
From
It wasn't
my
Lioness.
understanding,
It wasn't Mrs. Wilson. It was Mrs. Wallace. And
No,
even
but
that.
he bring up Mrs. Wilson too, because he said she's the one
Oh,
that went and got Mrs. Wallace, is what he said. And then
right.
he started this posting voice notes that everybody said, and somebody said, "Oh, she's a bitch," and the other one goes, "I wouldn't be sorry if she's a bitch because we're petty like that." Ha 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 ha. And then and then he posted Mrs. Wallace voice notes and stuff like a whole bitch move. He's just a
Like,
plain
yeah,
old
do
bitch.
you see
And
that
I
shit?
wish to God he would message my inbox because I'm ready for his ass. Because here we could play them things, but my God, you're not Canadian, and I ain't afraid to call deportation on your
He'll
ass.
just block you. That's all he does.
That's
Anytime he
all he
feels
can
like
do.
somebody's,
Anybody that has one up, he'll block because he's a
yeah,
bitch. He's a gal.
yeah, he is.
Does anybody know his immigration status?
Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
is he
Can
a
I say
PR or what?
something?
Yeah, he
Can I
has.
say
Probably
something?
nothing.
They're crazy.
So, just sitting here and I went down in the comments and I'm watching and I want to say something because in this, everybody was messaging me when that clip ended, or the live ended,
Yeah.
and it's somewhere in the mix. It's been twisted up that I got involved in their relationship, and I want to make it very clear as to what I said to people in my inbox. I had told people this is not our relationship. When that live ended, it is beyond TikTok. It is a relationship situation, right?
Yep.
Right.
And until she reaches out for help, or if she lets me know what happened, we cannot get involved past TikTok.
And you're right. Because you could put yourself in danger by doing that.
Right?
But not only that, you guys all have to understand what I've seen. Your live yesterday, and you were being like, you just don't want no part of the drama. You're staying out of the drama, the host. Some of the people that were in your box yesterday that were all team you and all on your side and saying the right things were the same people that was in that live
We know
telling all
this.
your business. Especially
We
that
know
this.
Listen, let
DH
me tell you,
family person.
this is social media. There's nobody that's loyal to nobody on this app. And I don't talk on any platform without the expectation that the whole world may see it. That's my expectation when I open up my mouth. So I will sit and I will speak to people, and I'll speak with people, and we can fuck around, we can joke around, we can do whatever. But at the end of the day, they can go do and say whatever they want over there as well, because they're grown and I'm not their parent. I can't tell them who to hang out with. So I don't even look
But
at
be
that.
grown and be a real bitch. Don't be a fake ass bitch and tell people what they want to hear and then go over to the next person. We're not in fucking high school no more. We're all grown ass women, and I've never seen nothing so childish in my life than this app. And I'm sitting there, and there's so many times I want to get up on people's lives and be like, "You're a fake ass, phony ass bitch. You were just in this one's live, and now you're in this one's live, talking the opposite story."
But that's what they do, right? Like that's social
I've
media.
just never seen the likes of it in my goddamn life.
Good
In my
evening,
life, I've never seen
everyone.
it.
Good evening, baby. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good.
Sorry, I
Mrs.
thought I
H.
heard my name mentioned.
Yes,
You
I
did.
mentioned your name because you were in that live last night,
Which,
green
uh-huh.
100%, and bigging up the boss girl. But then you were in her live yesterday, teaming her.
Who? Me?
You, yes,
In
you
whose
were in the
live?
comments in that
Who,
Ramin guys,
in whose live?
whatever that boy's name is, Ramin, Ramon,
I don't
the
big
Baki
up.
boy.
I went into no. Let me tell you something.
You were in the live and you were putting the comments down.
Pardon me, in Ramik's live, you have the
In
wrong
Ramik's
person.
live and you were at Boss Girl,
Let
you were
me tell
tagging her
you
and stuff.
something.
Listen, you can act like a white girl that wants to speak patois because you get some little
I
Jamaican
will speak the way I
coffee,
want to speak.
but
I
I
have
don't want to hear
nothing
it.
to
Just say,
hide.
That's what we're not doing over here.
Yeah, we're
Listen,
not doing that.
Mishi,
Mrs. H, I'm
Mrs.
sorry
H, you
about
don't
that.
owe anybody an explanation, and you don't
let me
know
tell you
nothing
something.
to
No,
me.
no, honey. You don't need to
Let me
explain
tell you
yourself.
what happened. I got a message in my inbox and it showed that Ramik was on live. And the person that sent it to me, I thought they sent it to me because maybe now because I was on your guy's live before he was talking shit about me. You get me? So I jumped in. And when I saw, I didn't jump into the box. I jumped into the live, right? Didn't leave one comment, didn't do one like, nothing like that. When I heard that he wasn't talking anything about me or anybody on this, at that moment, on this live, I jumped up. I have never, and I will stand firm in this, I have never been on his live. And I'm talking the truth.
Okay, so my question, Mrs. Family, to you is, do I pay your Wi-Fi bill? Because all if you
No.
wanted to, you have every right. Like that. That's what we're not doing. This is a thing. It's not a here or there thing. Like the H family has always been a supporter of mine, and even if she went over there, this is social media. 95% of the people on social media want to hear another side of the story too. But you don't get to come up here and attack her and turn this into a negative thing when we're all speaking about domestic violence and mental health and stuff. We're having a discussion. And you being like people are fake and whatever, I don't care, because guess what? The H family has never been fake to me, and if she has, I've never seen it. So I give everybody an opportunity to fuck up themselves with me before I base on my decision on whether I like them or not. So, and
That's
she's
it.
always been a supporter, and I don't pay her Wi-Fi bill. So if she wants to go into Ramik's live and then turn around and go into Boss Lady's live, then turn around and go into Donald Trump's live, I don't pay her bill.
Let me tell you
But it's
something.
also
I have
TikTok
respect.
too, so you can get on the app and it could put you in somebody's live. Well, you would have to tap the screen, but you know what I mean? Like it's TikTok, so you're gonna see multiple different screens.
Thanks, Kelly. Let me be real. I respect my husband. When my husband is not home, I will never jump into a male's live, ever.
Hello, Mitchie Boo.
1,000%. And you know what? I'm going to stand in my truth. I've been saying this to you guys from jump. I have nothing against Mishi, Tessa, Lioness, Crazy, Shay, Bala, Clive, Cola Champagne. I don't know you. I have nothing against any of you. I enjoy coming in their lives.
Absolutely.
Okay? So I don't want anybody to tell, if you're going to talk about me, talk the truth. Don't talk lies.
Okay, the H family. I just want to say something because you know me. I love you.
Yeah.
But that girl that was just in here attacking you, saying, yes, you were in that live. You were in that live. So why is she coming at you when she was in there screenshotting?
All right, then.
Right? So make that make sense.
Yeah, she
So,
just said
like,
she has screenshots.
That's what I mean. She's got screenshots of the H family going in there. But what was
In
she
the
doing
box?
sitting
Like
in there
she said legit, I
screenshotting?
was in the box, right?
Yeah,
You were
like
in there talking shit. But the thing
not
is that
even.
nobody
She's
would.
got the wrong person.
But that's what I'm saying, because I haven't really been going live that often with my boxes open for them to say, oh, okay, I've seen H family in your box. The last time I had my live, she literally came up in the live and she just pinched me and said, Mishi, you used to do fun shit. Get back to that. And I was like, I hear you. You know, I appreciate that. And I hear you. And I'm definitely doing that. I just have to, you know, get over a couple little hurdles here. But yeah, you don't get to come over here and attack women. Like, you don't get, and this is why women don't reach out to other women. What
And
just
this
happened
is
in the box.
why, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
And this is why before the other day, I never went on hardly anybody's live because I don't want my name called into
Yo,
drama.
Mrs. H, you literally talked it into existence. You realize that? We talked about it earlier, and it really just someone just come at you for that. Oh my
Yo,
God,
Do we
man.
need a permission to go into other people? Like, what do we sign up? Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Well,
if,
you
and
can
I
sign up
said
with
this in a
me.
live earlier today, and I promise anyone this. If there's anything I have to say about you, I'm not going to come in a live and say it. I'm going to DM you and say, listen, I have this issue with you. And I promise that.
Right.
You get me?
Yeah.
I will not let this app draw me out.
Absolutely.
No.
And that's even like when you look at the situation with Ramik and Boss Lady, that's what they want from me. That's what they want from me. They want back and forth. They want cursing. They want calling names and classing each other. And like I said, and I'm standing with what I said, that woman is a victim and I'm not doing that to her. But you see what happened in the box a while ago? I'll say it again. This is exactly why women find it hard to reach out to other women, because it's always some type of fucking bullshit. No. The H family has always been around, always liked my videos, always been in the back. And every time she comes into my live, I've never, she normally doesn't have anything negative to say about anybody.
I won't.
At this
I
point,
got
people
shit to say about
deserve.
people. I don't know them.
At this point, people deserve to go and watch because we've told them what we know, right? So
Right.
you should go and be able to see for yourself what we're talking about,
And
not
the
from
whole comment
screenshots.
about a white girl talking patois, when you're around this nationality for
But
so many years,
It just
that's
you
when
just get,
that's when my patois comes out.
but
If
it
you want
doesn't
me to,
matter. You black, white,
I'll spit
Chinese,
street
whatever.
slang on you too. But whatever comes out in that moment when I get hyped, it comes out. I'm not meaning no disrespect to nobody.
But that
It's
shouldn't
No,
matter to her
she's
though.
not gonna.
relevant.
I'm heated right now.
Exactly.
And
She
this is
doesn't-
something that I've never wanted to happen in this app.
But the thing is, look at it like this, Kola.
Right.
Could you come
But
over and give
she
us
was talking
give
the
us your
same way.
opinion on things?
Why is she gonna attack
If you
me?
never watched their live,
Wait, say that again?
could you come over and give us your opinion on things if you've never watched their live? Nope.
No.
Miss
Because
Kid,
I
could
was
you
just
come
being
over here and
false,
have a
honestly.
conversation if you've never watched the live? Nope.
Nope.
Like, so that's what it is. And the only thing that we do over here, which is more fair than other people, is the fact that we let everybody come together and say what they want to say. And even if they say something to me and they don't like something I say, or they don't like something I did, or they're questioning what happened, then absolutely, I'm on TikTok. Come ask me. You don't take it defensive.
I think that we're all adults, right? And you can also agree to disagree with someone's opinion. You're not always going to get along, but you
That's
can
it.
have mutual respect for another human being. It just comes down to that. So I
Without
feel
hurting
like,
the
you know,
problem,
maybe she saw something, she thought she saw something, but either way, she didn't have to get disrespectful.
Exactly.
No.
And I will agree, and I appreciate you, Mishi, for saying what you did about, like, nobody pays my internet bill.
Yeah.
But Mishi, on a woman-to-woman level, I would never talk about you,
I know.
Tessa, Shay, Mrs. Kid, you know that. Lioness, I've just known about you recently, right? Like being in Mishi's life. I would never do that.
I understand that. But my thing is that she came, she was, my heart went out to her when she said she was stabbed and all of that. I'm like, holy crap. I'm over here grabbing my pillow. But then for her to blow up like that, it's like kind of contradicting, though, don't you think?
It's kind of misdirected anger. Maybe she honestly was just caught up in the moment. Hopefully she can apologize. But it was probably just misdirected anger.
I'm sorry to say, but this is wasn't that feeling them, and I know where that feeling they come from, but it wasn't about the Remique life. So she know you somewhere.
But here's the thing. Watch my everybody needs to watch my videos. Do you see that type of person that I'm acting like now? Do you see that person that's in drama? Has my name ever been called in drama?
No,
Never.
that's what
Not that I know of.
No.
Listen, if my husband was home right now, he would have snatched the phone from me and said, "You're not going back on that app."
Well,
Luckily, he's at
don't
work
tell
still.
him. We want you over
But
here.
you get what I'm saying? Because he's not about the drama and he doesn't want me to make somebody like that woman draw me out.
Absolutely. And that's what I said at the end of the
No,
day.
she shouldn't have done that. No, she had no reason to go at her like that, though. Absolutely not. But that just to show you, you might be 30, 40, even 50 years old, but your mentality is, you have no reason, rhyme or reason to even speak properly to the lady. She could have said, "Hey, Miss H, I was at Ramique's live. You said something." It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Yeah, and then we can also give her the benefit of the doubt when we say like subjects such as domestic violence really do it puts people's spirits into an uproar. So like Cola said, it probably was just misdirected. Not that you deserve that because you didn't. That's why I dropped her and said you ain't doing that over here, lady. But we can just kind of exactly. It might have just been she's had a couple shitty days or something triggered her even in the recording. So I mean, there's no hard feelings for you over here, Brew or whatever your name was. It's just that like the H family and the majority of the people you see in the box, they're good friends of mine, and I know the type of people they are. So for somebody to come and say the H family said anything, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have believed it anyway.
Come to me with, everybody loves to talk about receipts. Show the receipts where I was in his live in the inbox. Show it. Show it.
I was just thinking the same thing, one bestie. Maybe the domestic violence was a trigger and she just got, So we'll leave it at that. But I also can't have you coming in here and directing, your hurt on somebody who doesn't deserve it. So
listen, I'm a victim of DV as well. So I just came off of a live for 3 hours. Misha, you were in that one. That's what we spent the most of the time talking about. Did certain people come into the live and put in comments? One of which I responded and I said, I can't make a comment right now because I don't know the whole story and I'm not getting involved. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if somebody was screen recording that, they heard me say, I'm not getting involved. Right. But I've never been in, like I said, when it got sent to me in a message, I jumped in because I didn't know if the talk started about me and my family. So I jumped in. When I saw it wasn't being I wasn't being talked about, I jumped back out.
Funniest thing video over there.
So, and I think everybody can understand the reason why I would have felt that way, considering what's been going on. Absolutely. That if I'm getting sent a live for this person, then I'm thinking, oh crap, because I was on live with this group here before, now I'm being put into it.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to show you the sadness of it. It's like there's times where people will request to come in the box and like I just kind of say like a quick prayer, like please Lord, don't let them attack them. Like because I just know that they're on that childish mentality all the time, 24/7. And my thing is with everybody on TikTok, like you don't have to pick sides. Like you don't have to be like, oh, I fuck with Boss Lady or Ramique, so I don't fuck with me. In my opinion, you don't have to pick a side because everybody can get along. However, they don't agree with that. So then once they see you over, like even Nancy was over in Top Girls Live and she went into the fucking live and Ramique cussed her out and told her to go back into Top Girls Live. That to me is just childish. That's childish. We don't have a right to tell anybody who to go around or be around.
Oh, okay, so I was gonna say something about that. I mean, okay.
Sorry, Linus,
You
one
never.
second. I wanted to come up and just see what she had to say, but I'm gonna jump off now
All right.
because I need to calm down.
Yeah.
And
Please do. You
I
didn't
wish
deserve that.
everybody a wonderful evening,
All right. We'll
and
over here.
we'll talk again soon.
All right, honey.
Okay,
Have
bye.
a good night.
Good night, baby.
What was I gonna say now? Shoot, I forgot. Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, Mishi, you never came to me and said, "Oh, Lioness, Ramik and Boss Lady, this and that, whatnot." Crazy never came to me and said anything. Shay never came to me and said anything. I can't say nothing for Tabala because Tabala till this day doesn't say hi. Tessa never came to me and said, leave Boss Lady. You know what I mean? We are grown people. We can see shit for ourselves. And I don't need the permission from nobody to go into anybody's life. And even if I'm there, if I have something to say, I'll say it. If I don't, but sometimes some things are just better left said. Don't say nothing. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's going to talk about me tonight. And what is he going to say about me? Because they were strolling my page yesterday. What are you trying? Take pictures and shit of my kids and whatnot? Go right ahead. Because guess what? Those are 10-year-old pictures. So, you know what I mean? What are you going to say about me?
Like, and we started seeing that. Like, okay, I don't know how many people like are really pay attention or like no Tessa, right? Tessa's everywhere. Sometimes you go find her in some weird light. You're like, who the fuck? And she's like, oh, my friend, blah blah blah, and she's just there. Tessa gets along generally with everybody, and if she doesn't like you, you damn well know. Okay. So when Tessa's over at one of her friends' lives, and somebody else that the TPC doesn't like is over in that live, why does Tessa have to leave? Can somebody tell me why Tessa has to leave? Why do they have to go in there and not respect the fact that Tessa's in one of her friends' lives and start bashing people in the comments to make Tessa feel uncomfortable? Not respect the fact that Tessa's in one of her friends'
Yeah.
What the? No, man, no.
What's echo? Who's
He
echoing?
was asking me ice cream. I said, let's have spaghetti.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you, baby girl. That's where I seen. That's where I started to see like, yo, this isn't it. Like Tessa talks to people that maybe my vibrations don't take, and Cola talks to people that maybe Shay's vibration. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean that you hate them. It doesn't mean that you like them. But everybody goes to they go to the direction of where they're comfortable. So why is 6 TPC members going in and bashing somebody in a live and making Tessa feel uncomfortable? Why does Tessa have to explain whose box she's in?
She doesn't have to.
Why? Because I squashed a year-long argument with Lavish and ended anybody that was in that live, I ended my statement with Lavish. Guess what? Me and you can't be friends because we're always button heads and we don't have to be friends. But TikTok is big enough for everybody, and all we need to do is respect each other, stop saying shit about each other when our names are brought up, and keep it moving. We don't have to like each other to respect each other. Lavish has never, from that day, I haven't heard a negative thing out of Lavish's mouth, period. Not even just about me, but about TPC, about everybody. Why is Ramik telling me that, oh, you can say whatever you want, I don't accept Lavish's apology, she's a big pussy this and a big pussy that? Why is Ramik saying that? So I don't care, Ramik. She didn't apologize to you. She said she was like, she apologized for getting drawn out and taking shit too far, which and I apologize too, as big women. Mm-hmm. You're going to come and tell me, oh, I'm going to, anyhow, I see any of the TPC people in the live, in a live with Lavish, I'm going to diss you guys all on the live. What? Why?
I accidentally entered her live last night. I'm like, ooh, let me come out. But it's not like like the topic that they had. It wasn't something that I would want, so that's why I'm like exit. But no, he's not gonna be. First of all, you don't pay my fucking rent. You don't pay my bill. You don't do nothing unless you fucking me, financing me. You ain't doing shit to me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm willing to lavish and these people don't have nothing. Lavish's situation with Ramik was she was friends with Minxie. They were having conversations. She didn't like that Lavish was agreeing with Minxie. Okay. Ramik and Lavish had texted back and forth for a period of time, but not anything crazy. So when she went for Lavish said, "That's why your man's in my DMs," which any of us would say the same shit when somebody's coming at us. That's why your man's in my DMs if he's actually in your DMs. You get what I'm saying? That's a defense there. But why do I? Oh, if you or I don't care if you apologize or accept the apology. I'm not Lavish. Go suck your mother. Lavish this that. So you don't want anything to end.
No, because he's fueled by drama. That's his gasoline.
Like that doesn't even make sense to me as a big man. How can you have that chaos in your life? But you know what it is? It's like the chaos is always going so that nobody actually has a chance to step back in that household and take a look at what's really going on because it's always so chaotic.
It's not even that. If he stops doing it, he doesn't have a skit anymore, right? His viewers drop. That's all they want. He's got to have a skit and he's got to have a piece of everybody in there. It just doesn't continue.
The way that he classed Kaylala last night, I think I'm not gonna lie. I think the last straw for me, honestly, was the Kaylala thing where everybody was attacking her, and then to see that she came over into my live, and I just said to her simply like, "Why do you let them do that to you?" You know what I'm saying? Like just like you need to like either stick up for yourself or take yourself away from that because they're making a mockery out of you.
But Mishi, they're not the only ones. Okay.
Yeah.
All last year, a year before, Kaylala in every fucking Jamaica man inbox. And that's how she conducts herself. So I don't know if she's attention she's seeking or whatnot.
Yeah, she's probably seeking attention. And the thing is that, okay, if she's in you have a woman, and if she's in your inbox, then you have a couple of options. You either shut your DMs off, or you contact her and let her know no, or you block her. Simple. But you don't do that. You literally will go back and forth in text messages with her and then come on live the next day and mock her, put the text messages up. You make her feel like you and her are friends and she can confide in you so that when you come live, you can actually make a mockery of her and tell everybody the things that she told you in confidence.
But you know what's funny is that they will class her online and they will be the same ones to actually go lay down with her. I'm telling you right now. That's how men are. But she needs to have some sort of she needs to herself gain some self-esteem. Otherwise, she's just gonna let it keep going. Because whether it's good or negative energy, she likes it.
It's feeding the energy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. Like when I was like, Kayla, like you got to put a stop to this, or you got to do like this doesn't make sense, right? And then when she went over to Trinks' live today, Trinks is like, why would you go over there to those people that don't like you? You already know. Kayla, I can't tell nobody I don't like her. I've never, ever, ever said a negative thing to her in my life. And my thing is, and this is what I've said to everybody, there must, for Boss Lady to be that insecure about Kayla, I feel like there's more that happened than that what they let on, because that doesn't make sense to me. I don't see Kayla as a fucking threat. But then to sit there and say, you're pathetic. Listen to me, you pathetic bitch. You're just part of my skit. What?
Wait, who said that to who?
Ramik said that to Kayla.
Really? Interesting.
Wow.
When he's the biggest poppy show you could ever, like, I don't understand.
Right.
Why is everybody so like in likeness of him? He's literally scum. And I've been saying that since day one. Right. He does not deserve the energy that people give him.
Not at
I
all.
wish that he would really like puff up his chest to a real man and get his shit shut down.
He
That'll never
can't do that. He can't do that. One thump. That's all what it will take.
One thump and he's done. He's
Yeah.
done. He's literally less than a fucking size 00. He's so small.
Yup.
I wish he would fucking have the balls to hit a real bitch, bro. Like,
All right then.
oh my god.
All right then. Like seriously. No, but that's the thing, and then just the way, and you're right. And Kola, I've been saying that. Everybody can tell you. I've said that multiple times, not in a bashing way. That man is homosexual. He
Yeah, he
hates
is.
women.
He does.
And
He hates women.
he hates women. And maybe he may not be, you know how like some people are like, oh, I was born a homosexual. Maybe he wasn't born that way. Maybe he had run-ins with women, which made him not like women, which made him attracted to men. That's a possibility. But he does not like women. There's nobody that can respect women and say, you're a pathetic bitch to anybody.
And he has daughters, no?
Wait a sec. I was just
Yeah.
about to say that. Sorry, caller, to cut
Yeah.
you off. How many baby mamas he has in Jamaica? 1 or 2?
2. So, and then that's okay, so Lioness, like, to touch on that too. Okay, you say that you've been with Boss Lady for 5 years. You have 2-year-old twins in Jamaica.
How that makes sense.
All right. But now, Kola, okay, hold on. Me and Kola know most people on the live know the runnings. The baby mother he has those twins with that are 2 also has a 6-year-old. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. There's not a woman in Jamaica or any other fucking country for that matter that is going to sit quiet and not move in a man, not married, not breed for nobody else for 4 fucking years. Unless you're telling her to sit quiet while you make things happen for her so
That's
that
true.
you can bring her here.
Definitely.
Ding, 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 ding. There you go.
Knowing how Jamaican lady stays, definitely.
Yep, because they will allow that, eh? They'll allow their man to come up here and try to get shit settled so that they could come up.
Absolutely. And Minxie actually heard him on the phone when they were talking, telling his baby mother, like, I'm trying to do a thing for us up here, just easy, like, relax, everything soon work out. And even if Boss Lady doesn't know a lot about certain things, as a woman, we all know if he has a 6-year-old child and then a 2-year-old set of twins, there's a 4-year in between that. In that 4 years, that woman's been sitting down waiting for Rameek because Rameek is telling her he's coming back for her. Nobody can tell me differently. Nobody can tell me differently because the woman still calls and cries and comes on the lives and when women don't have any type of you're just co-parenting, they don't react like that.
No, they don't. He has to be giving her something to cling on to.
Minxie hurt exactly. And then here's the funniest thing though, Kola. She's never even met his kids or talked to his kids.
See it there?
Never talked to his kid?
Nope. And the fuck up part is so when he got that girl pregnant, his baby mother pregnant with the twins, he also had another girl in Jamaica pregnant at the same time as her.
Oh dear.
So he's planning to go back there. He just has to situate himself up here. But with all these pending charges, it's looking like he's gonna get sent back home.
Right.
I was just about to say that because I want to know what his immigration status is.
He's a PR. He's a PR.
Yeah, but even as a PR, you know they could send him back if he has charges. Because what are you bringing to the country except hands? What are you doing? All you're doing
and all of his charges are assault charges. They're not even going to let him sponsor that baby mother.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
He can sponsor anybody.
No.
His plan is, see? And that's the thing. When you have assault charges, especially domestic violence charges, where immigration may overlook one little fucking theft charge, they're not overlooking that. Because they're not gonna okay a woman to come here with your children for you to beat on her.
Yeah, no.
But what's happening with his charges? Because I've heard him bragging about it. Oh, what did he say? Something about, he'll knock out Lavish. He doesn't mind taking another charge. He's here on TikTok literally bragging about him beating women. Yeah, how does he get away with this? Like, I don't get it.
Because nobody stands up to him. That's why. They're all scared of him.
Minxie's the one that she has charges against him because
Yeah,
he punched her.
I heard that he has charges with Minxie, and then I heard he also has charges with Boss Lady. So what is happening? Why is nothing like, I don't get it. How's he able to be on
He was
TikTok
already referred
bragging
to the
about it?
PAR pro. He was already referred to the PAR.
So
the
has
PAR
he done
program.
PAR? Has he done the program?
I think he's already done one before, but so if you go look him up on like the justice.bc.gov or whatever to like for the arrest records, it shows everything he's had to do, and he has had to do that already.
And clearly he's learned nothing.
Oh, of course not. It's just in one ear and out the other, right?
Right, because
it's a deeply embedded issue. That's the problem.
Yeah,
it's a deeply embedded issue. He hates women.
Right.
And you know she's not gonna go to court.
And they're all wrong for provoking him. They're all wrong because they you know what I'm saying? That's the mentality he has. But Mixie's the one that does have the charges. So I don't, if you, Mixie, she was saying what's going on with the charges. I don't know if you can talk about it or.
I can talk about it because I'm not the one that has the conditions, right? I can talk about it all I want to. I don't have a gag order, nothing.
Has he had to do PAR for your case specifically?
I think so. I did see PAR on one of his release things.
Okay, and a PAR is about 3 months. So he did once they give him PAR though, they usually drop the charges.
But they won't, because the thing is that he keeps harassing me,
reoffending.
Right? He keeps reoffending, and he keeps going against his conditions, right? He keeps what's it called? Breaching. He keeps breaching, right? And he thinks it's fucking funny, and it's not.
Yeah, he does. He gets a kick out of it.
I've
seen it.
And now the fact that I've had to move to the next province to stay safe, like, what else
Are
do you
you
fucking
able to
want?
get So are you is one of his conditions like a restraining against you? Like, do you have a restraining order against him?
I have a no contact. He's not allowed to be within 100 meters of me. He's not allowed to call me. He's not allowed to contact me first, second, third party. So him getting you guys before to say all this shit about me and stuff like that goes against his conditions. Any personal information, he's not allowed to talk about me. All the YouTube shit he's supposed to be taking down. He's any social media posts, no social media posts. That includes coming to a live that I'm in and speaking to me.
See,
That's
and he
what got
does it
him
anyway. He
arrested
doesn't give a
before
fuck.
Christmas.
Paula, listen to the way this man's head is thick. The man literally got arrested for got arrested for fucking like harassing her. The man went to jail. She went and got him out of jail. The same fucking night as he got out, he held her live for like 3 hours of name calling. And then she was in another live, and the man went into the live, into the box, got arrested again, and then sat on the fucking live last night and said, I don't give a fuck if I go back to jail. Blah, 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 blah. Like, tell me that's a man that has sense.
Well, he needs to get his ass beat by a man, I'm telling you.
If he was to tell any of those men in there why he was actually in there for domestic violence, for hitting a woman, it doesn't go over well in there. They don't like that.
They'd fuck him up.
No,
I think he has a boyfriend in jail. That's why he wanted to go back.
What? You think he has a boyfriend in jail?
That's a good point, Mishi.
Right?
Yeah, but remember, guys, when he gets arrested, he's going to a holding cell. It's not like he's going to the pen.
Who has
so
a
he's not
boyfriend in jail?
Remy. That's why he keeps wanting to go in there. He left his
Hold on, Mishi. I don't know how it
I
works
didn't know
in
that
DC,
Tranks got
though.
arrested.
No, that's his outside boyfriend.
Okay.
That's his outside bae.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's bae.
But isn't it once you breach whatever he breached, like, why did they let him out?
They gave him, because I guess it was Christmas and nobody wanted to deal with that shit. So this is what they told me. They're like, well, they're either going to let him go because it's Christmas time, or they're not because they don't want to deal with it right now.
Oh,
They
that's
weren't
the fucking
going to.
justice system for you. How
Oh yeah, welcome to Canada where you can beat the fuck out of people and walk a straight line
So,
during the day,
Paula,
no
they
problem.
told her point blank, period. Like, if he opens up his mouth again, he will not come out until the day he does his trial. And he still came out. And then on top of that, she comes out and she's like, I can say whatever the fuck you want. And I'm like, what the hell? Lady, you don't like him then.
Do you remember what I said to her? I said, neither of you guys are looking good right. Nobody's looking good right now because you're on a live, literally fighting for a man who's beating multiple of you. That's the man you're fighting for. He's the fucking prize.
Yo, Cola
Well,
got.
if that's the price, no.
And she's like, listen, Miss 30-year-old, blah, 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 blah.
Oh
And then she
God.
blocked me.
Yeah, she was like, "Don't you come up here." Yo,
Well,
she
yeah,
dropped
well,
me
yeah,
in
but
the
you're
hole.
30-year-old, but you have more sense in your pinky finger than she does. At what? How old is she? 45 or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Yeah, how old is Ramik?
He's 33.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh, he's young.
He's a fucking baby.
You're 35.
He looks, but he's aged because he's probably so fucking stressed out right now.
Holy shit, he's 33?
And he
Yeah.
should be stressed out. He should be.
Oh, so he has mommy issues for sure. Because
no,
if
definitely.
you're no, let me tell you something. If you're 33 and you're with a lady that's 45, no disrespect to anybody that's 45, but you have mommy issues. You have mommy issues. That's why he hates women. I don't know if his mom abandoned him or whatever.
No, what it is that he's using the women in Canada financially to get where he needs to do to get his ass wiped however the fuck he wants, while in the meantime he's sending money back home that probably I gave him or probably that she is giving him to pay for his kids, and he's just trying to get her up here, right? He's
Yeah.
trying to get her up here, and when she gets here, bye bye boss lady.
But Minxie,
Yeah, but
just one little thing too. Moving forward.
Either.
Wait, just one thing, Minxie, moving forward. Don't let no man fucking use you like that again.
I got it. Don't
Ever.
worry.
Ever,
worry.
because you are too beautiful for that.
Oh, it's not
Don't
even
let
about that. It's
anybody
not even
fucking
about
do
that.
that.
Like, no woman should put that. I
Yeah,
don't care what you
nobody.
look like, but
Nobody
like, no.
should have to subject
And
themselves
I
to
was
that.
honestly like, we were not in a relationship. We were just friends with benefits, and I was just trying to be a friend and help him, right? Because he was depressed. He gets into these weird, depressing moods. Like, for instance, like in December, I can't remember the exact date.
Yeah, he's
It's
bipolar.
close to Christmas. It's I think it was his brother that passed away or something. So he has a hard time around then. So then is when the heartstrings get pulled, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's, oh, woe is me, and I'm not talking to any, I'm not going out to do anything, I don't want to do anything, and then you're like, well, come on, let's just go, let's just, like,
Yeah, but it's
no, I'm not going
manipulation.
out, no, like,
So
It's
Cola, the
manipulation.
recording that I played, and I keep saying Cola because I know she's been out of the loop for a second. So the recording I played, he actually recorded that and sent it to Minxie.
yeah.
Interesting. Why did he send it to you?
Because that was the day that he left her, like, that he decided that he was done. That was the day. So he said, look how crazy this bitch is, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. Wow. Crafty one.
Right.
He's a real piece of
Okay,
shit.
so Minxie, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
While you guys were like friends and whatever, benefits or no benefits, regardless, was she harassing you during that time?
Not to the degree as she is now. There was a few times she'd come in the live or whatever. I ended up just blocking her, and then I don't know if she was or not after that, because after you block, who knows comes in, right?
Right.
There was a period of time where we didn't really hear anything from her, and then like he said last night on his live, she emailed him saying that there was a piece of government mail that she needed to bring. So she brought it over to his place. They ended up sleeping together that night, and then of course it was back on for them, right? So but honestly, like, there were just a few things, and I did call her a crackhead, but only because he told me that she did drugs, right? He told me that she smoked crack, and that was her fucking thing against me the whole time, was that, how dare you? I got kids, I got a business, blah blah. She went all ghetto, right? I don't fucking smoke crack. I'm like, well, girl, your actions right now are proving that you're definitely not sober at the moment, right? Like, she just went off on me. So ever since then, she's had a hate on for me, right? And which, whatever. But like, for this long, since
Yeah, but
fucking,
if somebody's coming for you, I'm sorry. When you go to battle, Mishibu said it, I think it was yesterday or something. You said when you go to battle, you don't get to choose. You don't get to choose what you're going to fight with.
Nope.
Right? So
And that's
listen, calling somebody a crackhead is the least of it. Because if you go low, I'm going lower.
but the thing is that if you're not one, oh well. She called me a
Exactly.
crackhead.
If you aren't a
It shouldn't
crackhead,
bother
then
you.
exactly.
Why
take
is
it
it
to the
bothering
chin
you
and
so
move
much?
on.
Why? And it's not like I said it every day. I said it once. I fucking said it once.
I don't think
And
that
it
I
grinded her
don't.
gears because she knows.
It bothered her so much. She got one of her friends to text me on my my text now number, which I don't even use. and yeah, like this was after him and I had a falling out, and so he gave my number out, right? My
Yeah, like
text now number.
he just gave out mine.
Huh?
He gave out mine. He gave out
He's good
Shay's.
for that, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a woman. He is a woman.
It's so feminine, right? Like I
I
can't even wrap my
literally
head
like
around it.
when they called the first time and they were like, "Oh, Mishy, like you and your kid should be careful." Then they called back the second time and I was like, "Did Ramik tell you to call? Tell him to hurry up and change his tampon." And I hung up.
At least at least you got something when they called me, when they got my phone number off the telephone poles, because I put up signs because my cat went missing. I didn't get anything. I was alive, and all I got was silence on the phone. At least you got something. And it again blocked calls, right?
Like
Yeah,
Cora,
they're
it's
unknown.
so weird.
But
Like,
everyone, it's not hard to find it once it's
no.
unknown. Like everyone knows the trick.
But this woman is cuckoo. Like, she went on to Facebook. She made up a fake Kelly Mitchell account, Kelly Mitchell Minxie or something she called it, and went on Facebook because I was looking for a place to live, like back in fucking August or whenever it was, July. She saw that I posted on a place for Edmonton that I was looking for. You know, it was like one of those, you know, public rental, groups or whatever.
Marketplace,
And so I said, "Hey, I'm looking for a place, blah, blah, blah." And then right away, like within an hour, it was like, "Don't rent to her, blah, blah, fuck this." I was like, "Are you
hell
kidding me?
no.
Like, I can't turn anywhere without this bitch on my ass."
But she did the
Like,
You
same
need
why
to
thing.
get a
can't she just leave
restraining
me
order
alone?
against her too.
Huh?
She
You
did the
should
same
get
thing
a
to Mrs. Wong.
restraining order against her too.
I'm going to like, there's a lot of things that are happening. And you know what? Like, I have to tell you, Mishy, like everything you said tonight about the whole, you know, everything stems from something. I applaud you because you took it in a manner that I couldn't take it right that yet in my head because of all the torture that I've been through. And I just wanted to
A
say, like,
lot
for
more
all the
than
women, like, we thank you because someone needed to fucking say that.
Absolutely. Because I think like their goal is to try to like run us down where we are and just like draw us out so that we
Of
have.
course, they're gonna try and do what they did to me, to you.
I'm not
They're
dealing
starting
with
already.
with ignorance. Like I'm just not.
Yeah,
I'm
but you know
not. You're
what
not
the
getting
thing
that.
is, Minxie? That he's barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
Because he might do shit to her or say shit to other people on live or whatnot.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
some
like,
of us,
I'm not
some of
that
us
type of,
have
I'm not,
balls to talk back to him.
yeah, like I'm not the type of person that will like, "Oh, I'm gonna go there and beat your fucking face," and like I'm just me, right? Like I'm fucking physically disabled, double physically disabled now. My foot's fucked for life from him. So I don't like write checks with my fucking mouth that my ass can't cash, right? I can't do that physically because what else? I was literally when I woke up from being smashed out, when I woke up, I sat up and I went, "Well, you might as well just finish me now because now what the fuck, right?" Because now I'm really fucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, definitely. And that's the thing. It's like, and I think that that's the reason why I came up because I'm like, yo, I'm not afraid of you, Rami. Like, I'm not afraid of you. Everything you say the same things over and over because your vocabulary is so low. So all you're going to talk about is my something, this stretched hole, that, like, come out. You've never been in my hole, so you can't tell me nothing. Yeah, I've
He's
never
an
sucked
idiot,
a
and
dick, so you can't tell me nothing.
he's grasping at straws. Those things are just so childish and so like,
No,
you know,
trust me.
showing up to the black and white party with an airsoft gun in case I showed up. What am I gonna do? Take off my leg brace and beat you with it? Fuck.
I would have.
Jeez. Like,
And trust me, he might back up the wrong tree because you like how you really never have no help. Let me tell you, Michelle will work. Me ready for this scene.
Mala, just give him one chop in I'm head.
Party boy that man. I force
Well,
man
every
to
day I'm
cigar
like,
jail.
Father, just behave.
I force man to cigar jail and come back and be a batty joke. Oh, the man they want dip in a cookie jar.
Yeah.
I'm like,
One day he's gonna become somebody's bitch.
he is, man.
That's what I was saying.
The
Like
thing
when
is, he's the perfect size too for the men in jail to bend him over and just deal with him. Eh?
man,
He's
oh
the
god,
perfect size.
oh
Lion,
god.
when the man fall
John,
back
this
or
guy
fall
said,
back
"Why
on
for
the
that?"
life, we think this a man who talk about Batman and this and that and in all in one. The man come back and say, man come and a half time things because they want dip in a cookie jar and this. I'm like, how kind of body blood clot
God.
man is?
Okay.
You know, he was like bragging about what it was like in there, like bragging,
Yeah.
like
See?
just like how she was
I'm
bragging about
afraid.
like all the things that she has supposedly done in her life, all these charges she's
I'm
gotten, and
afraid.
cutting
I'm
men's
gonna want them
fingers off
dipping
for
on cookie
$20.
jar. Fucking forgot that.
It's the whole
Norma, when
mentality.
I
I
tell
can't deal with it.
yo, when I tell you like the man came out, yo, I'm gonna show you how the man's ungrateful. And this is like first and foremost, what every time he went to jail, Amanda left her family behind and went and stayed at his house with her kids so she could go back and forth. She cleaned her house, she did every fucking thing for her with no complaints because that's just who Amanda is. And you see this girl named Nancy, this guy fucking comes out of jail or whatever, and it was late. So Nancy from Ontario sends rice and peas and I think chicken or goat or oxtail or something, and orders it and delivers it from a Jamaican restaurant. That man literally was on live the other day talking about why I wish I could have re-shit out your rice and peas and give back them. And I was like, what?
Wow. Because
I'm
he
like,
wouldn't
he
get
sounds like
kibble from me, so
You should have put some fucking rat poison in that, Nancy.
exactly.
well, like,
You know,
he sounds
going
like, you know
going
what?
through this,
You see when a
going
woman
through
says,
this.
I
Sorry.
wish I could have taped back the fuck. I swear to God, that was his way of saying I wish I could have taped back the fuck. Like, you're a female. Stop it. Like, why are we doing this?
Going through this whole thing has just like I never knew it when it was gonna end. I honestly was like, is it ever gonna end? Like my freaking like I was just stressed to the max. Like I
How
can't
did
even
you
tell you
meet
guys.
him, Minxie?
Huh?
How did you meet him?
TikTok. He was following
Oh
me for like a
God.
year, and we would send each other just funny videos back and forth. It was innocent, right? Like
So he
there
was
was no
plotting on you.
flirting or anything like that. And matter of fact, like the week before I met him, I invited him and her out for dinner. I said, "You guys want to come up to my place for dinner?" And it never happened because they were on the outs, right? I didn't know that. So and then the week after that, he came out to hang out, and he was going to rent the room downstairs in my basement, but the basement downstairs where I lived was only 6'2" tall, and he's 6'2", and so he would have smashed his head every time, right? So it wasn't
Maybe they knocked some sense
good.
into him.
Yeah, maybe, but can you imagine if I would have been dead.
Yeah. Oh my God. That would be like the worst way to escape your abuser.
Yeah.
God works in mysterious ways. You were very protected.
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. When I went to church this last Sunday, it's the first time I'd gone in a long time, and I gave 2024 to God. I'm like, thank you, take it. Please help me get something better for 2025 because 2024 for me was fucking. It was, fuck. I don't know. Like I can't tell you like how I can't tell you on how many days on one hand on just on my one hand how many days I wasn't shaking, you know, like it's just ridiculous. And I have to go online and pretend that I'm strong, and I'm not. I'm a girl. I'm a fucking female with feelings. You know.
Yeah, but you may not see yourself as strong, but you're definitely resilient.
Yeah,
You're resilient.
You went through what most women honestly would have just gave in and like yo, you're strong for real, like that, because that's a lot. That's a 24-hour a day harassment by 15 people every day.
Yeah.
Hey, can I say something?
Nope. We don't want your rice and peas either.
Go fuck yourself. I was just mean. I am the Nancy that sent the rice and peas and the fucking chicken. I did it because I know if I was going through that, because again, as I said yesterday, there's always two sides, but I was only seeing one side, right?
Right.
I felt bad for them. It's late. They have kids. I don't know if they fucking eaten. I was just trying to be kind to them. You know, send them a little fucking food so they don't have to worry about it. And I'm in Alberta. I'm not in Ontario. I'm in Alberta. But I just did it. I mean, I talked to Crazy before that, trying to get her address and let me know when they're home, and I'll deliver it to them. I was just trying to be nice because I know if I was in that situation, or any of my other, any of my friends, I would do the same thing. And then for him to turn around and go, I'll fucking shit it out and send it fucking back to you. Go fuck yourself. Like I don't have like I make decent money, but I mean I was on WCB. I got lots of fucking bills to catch my ass up on. I didn't have to spend $60 for them to have fucking dinner.
No, but it just shows you, like, because here's the thing, like, most people, sound mind people, wouldn't even think to say, oh, I wish I could have shit it out and get you, like,
Yeah,
that's
like
his
gross.
mindset. That's
Like
his
you
mindset.
fucking ungrateful pieces of shit.
Very
Like, and I honestly, I don't even think I got a thank you, really. Like, definitely did not get a thank you from Ramik. That's for sure. And it's just like, I would have been in tears if somebody had done that for me. Like, just to be able to think of me to do something so simple.
But it's a sense of entitlement, right? Because some way, somehow, Ramik thinks he's this big fucking celebrity, and with being a big fucking celebrity, he thinks that people have to, bitch, you ain't even cute. Like, stop your shit. Like, you're homosexual. I don't know if anybody told you, but you are.
Trust me, he knows. He knows. And he hates that because of where he comes from. He hates that part about himself. So because he hates that part of himself, he's deflecting.
Right.
And he's going to burn everything in his path so that he can not accept that part of himself.
Absolutely.
I think his little tickle trunk tells us what he is. That's for sure. With
I'm
all
done.
the costumes and shit. And all the
Where
wigs.
do you come up with these fucking words, tickle trunk?
That's from Mr. Dress Up.
Oh my God.
Remember Mr. Dress Up had a tickle trunk with all of his costumes.
He did. I remember. I'm old like that too, so.
Mr. Dress Up was a children's show, and it was like it was like Mr. Rogers, but a little bit. It was better than Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was creepy.
Okay, so I have a lot of people that keep that just came in or whatever. If in the comments, if you guys want me to play the recording one last time, let me know. Like if you haven't, there's just like I think there's about 60 more people in here now.
No, he's not trans. I'm gonna get off though, and because I have somebody here with me, and I feel like I'm being rude, and we just finished dinner, so
right. No problem.
But I just wanted to say thank you, and I also wanted to commend you on what you said, because I mean you could easily just been like fuck you bitch, but the way that you're handling it and saying that that she needs help is I commend you on that, because it's not, you could have taken a different route, you know what I mean?
Right. And I think
and she came into the live. Natasha came into the fucking live blowing off.
Yo, she said stop. She said stop doing this. You're only being friends with Minxie so you can bring back information.
I know. I read it. That was in the beginning. I saw when she said that, and then you muted her. I saw her. She's just being stupid. She's just grasping it. Called grasping at straws. She's desperate right now because everyone's leaving. Right? Everyone's tired of her shit.
Absolutely.
But anyways, you guys, I might come back on later. I might not, but if not, have a good night. Okay.
All right, honey. Thanks for coming over.
Night, Macy.
Bye.
Tessa, are you still awake, babe?
Yeah, my phone's dead.
I was just about to say, Tessa, wake up.
Yeah, my phone's dead.
I'm wondering, can I send it to you? Can I send it to you? Baller, do you have that whole thing? The whole one? What?
You have to send me it because Tessa did this play a game on her phone.
Sorry guys, I got a phone calling.
Miss Wilson,
That was rude. Crazy.
Imagine
That was
he's
just
there
rude.
he's here victimizing all these women, and nobody is like able to really get him the way that he needs to be got, because this is crazy.
He's gonna get his karma, trust me.
He needs to meet a real
It'll
fighter.
come back.
He needs to
It'll
meet
come
a
back.
real fighter, because if it was me and he ever put his hands on me, he wouldn't live to tell the tale.
The man sit down on live daily looking at another man eye and I show him beer love.
Yeah, that's what he likes. That's what he likes.
Him not do that to him, man. Hold on there.
Elaine, it was a lot of stuff, but it's just basically like, yo, we're not up to what she wants us to be up to. Yo, you can put aside the Jamaicans from the rest of everybody in the my fish. Every time you say that, he's a fish. I can't.
Ready for it?
Yeah, you can play it. He's gonna play it for you guys. So whoever hasn't heard, so they're kind of lost on the topic. We're talking about domestic violence, and this is Ramit and Natasha.
Babe, please don't leave me. Please leave your stuff, babe. Please don't. Babe, don't leave your stuff there. Don't leave me, babe. Please, I beg of you.
Let me go.
Babe, please forgive me and don't go.
Let me go.
Babe, can you please forgive me and don't go?
Forgive me for what?
For pissing me off. I'm sorry. I'm really upset.
Where did you piss me off?
I just asked a question.
What question you asked?
Were you disrespectful?
Was I disrespectful? What?
When you told her she can't disrespect.
What time is it?
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Please, I beg of you.
What? No, what time is it?
It's early. It's early. Listen, I beg you. I won't do it again. I promise. I won't do it again. I'm sorry.
Relax, man. Do not touch me, then.
How do you? I'm sorry. Can you please? Can we get started again real quick? Just real quick. 1 minute, 30 seconds to start again, please.
If I'm in the house here, I'm late for work, it has be a fight with that. Excuse out of my way. Excuse out of my way.
I beg of you. Just take it over with me, please. I promise.
Natasha, please stop touching me. Do not touch me. Give me some personal space and I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Babe, please don't.
Give me some personal space and I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Please forgive me. Please
come out of
forgive
the way.
me. Please forgive me.
And again, I'm gonna make sure this be clear to you. When I leave work, I'm gonna pick up my stuff there. You do not need to touch anything for me. And next thing,
Hey, please, please, please don't.
If your head decides to go off,
I am so sorry.
If your head decides to go off and you touch any of my things, then cops will be here. Because I'm gonna knock you the fuck up. Do not touch me, then.
Please, I'm sorry. Please give me 1 second to start over. Please give me one more chance. I'm begging you, please. Babe, please don't do this right now. Babe, don't do this, please. Good morning, babe. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Can I make you tea?
No, good man.
Please go home. Baby, please. Please give me a chance. Please trust me. Please trust me. I'm trying so hard to be excused. I'm fucked up. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
Can you please forgive me? Come on, please. Please forgive me, please.
Excuse me. You're trying to wake up. Excuse me.
I won't do it again. I'll never bother you. I promise I'll never do it.
If I ever reach to work and I'm late,
Please forgive me.
it's never worse.
Forgive me, please, babe. Just let me, please
If
forgive
I
me.
reach to work, I'm late.
Can I hug you?
Go inside. Go inside. Excuse me from the car now. Excuse from the car.
Please
Excuse.
forgive me. I'm sorry and I love you.
Excuse from the car.
Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I love you. Can I have a hug, please? I'm sorry. I love you. Just give me a hug.
I do not want you to touch me. Excuse me.
Please, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Baby, please. A hug and forgiveness.
Excuse me, let me go work.
A hug and forgiveness. Please, I beg of you.
I'm
I'm so sorry.
That's
I'm
all.
sorry. I'm saying stupid shit at 3:30 in the morning. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I won't do it again. I just want to talk to you. I'm so sorry. I should have put it
Excuse from the car.
Please, babe, I'm
Excuse
sorry.
from the car. Me need to go work. Excuse me.
Please forgive
I will knock you the fuck out. Move.
All right, babe, you can shut it off.
Imagine the kids hearing this.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, imagine hearing your mom beg and plead. And that's not even like the grunt of it, because he wasn't actually hitting her in that recording.
Right.
But imagine just hearing your mom cry and beg for someone to stay.
Right. And you have a daughter that has special needs.
Oh my God. To be honest with you, I feel like, yeah, like he's fucked up, don't get me wrong. She needs help, but he needs help too. Because he has some deep rooted, nasty demons that he's fighting.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And it's so sad that he's just preying on women and taking out his trauma on other people. It's not fair.
And that's the thing. And like the way that you hear her in that recording, that's years and years of emotional and verbal abuse. Like, put the physical abuse to the side. That is so, for a woman to like feel that she needs to beg for you like that, like you've worn her down.
Someone said in the comments that you could hear she sounds like a child. It's like her inner child.
Her inner child, yeah, I read that.
Yeah. Yep, that is deep, because
It is
that
true.
is exactly what I heard as well. We don't know what she witnessed in her home growing up, other situations that she's been in prior to this, but she is really yearning for what love actually is. But she doesn't know what love actually is.
Exactly.
No.
Because a lot of people grow up in toxic homes and they have this quote unquote ride or die mentality. There's no ride or die when it comes to like when you're the only one that's gonna die. Like that doesn't make sense.
But you know what also, Mishi, though? Some women, they believe if they don't raise their voice at them or don't hit them or whatnot,
They don't love them.
They don't love them. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's what she's seen, right? It's what she's seen, what she's used to, right? And I don't know if you guys are aware, but your body stores trauma. So when you are in a new relationship, let's say if you're coming from abuse, but you go into a healthy relationship, your body will literally not know what to do. So you'll actually start causing issues because that's what you're used to.
I did that for many, many, many years of my
Yeah,
life.
I've done it too. It's self-sabotage.
You self-sabotage,
Even
exactly.
with Baller, I used to tell him like, yo, you just have to like, I just have to unlearn toxic behavior.
Yeah, you have to unlearn
Yeah.
toxic behavior because when you're in a healthy relationship coming from a shitty one, you're bored because you're like, wait, why isn't he
And
doing
you don't know
this?
what
Or
to
why
do.
isn't-
You don't know what to do.
It's really sad. Honestly, it's a psychological, like it takes years for you to uncondition those neural pathways in your brain and to like correct those things.
So Miss Pacman, I agree fully. I agree. She doesn't give her a right to do what she's doing, but it also, what sense is it going to make for us to go back and bully her? It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I think the best thing we can do at this point is like just leave the argument alone, and hopefully one day she sees her worth. But it's sad. Like, it's sad. And I know they'll make a mockery of the live tomorrow, and that's fine. but it's just sad. Like, it's sad. It's sad that somebody is willing to, especially to run down that type of toxic.
Hello,
And he'll
ladies.
just run us through the mud, though, too. He'll just run us through the mud saying that, oh, she's an
Oh,
abused
definitely,
woman and blah, blah,
definitely.
blah.
But you know what?
We've seen the pictures. We've heard the video. We've seen the pictures of that poor woman's face, what he
Me
did to
too.
her.
But let me tell you guys something, okay? So my dad did this to my mom for 16 years. Married the lady 2 months after my mom passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And he met his fucking match.
Right.
This woman put this man through the hellhole.
That was his karma.
He couldn't even say a fucking word.
Right.
And after so many years after I seen my dad and everything, I'm like, yo, what happened to you? And he couldn't even say nothing to me. He couldn't even say anything to me. And then I guess they had a kid together and whatnot. So now the kid grew up. I'm like 20-something years older than the kid. And I see my dad giving this kid everything. So I'm like, Dad, just out of curiosity, you beat the fuck out of me my whole life. Well, 16 years of my life. And you never laid a fucking hand on that child. Why is that? You know, this little motherfucker turned around and told me, but look how great you turn out to be.
Yeah, they never want to take accountability for how they abused you. My mom is the same thing.
Like, huh? Like, thanks. Because my mom never did what Natasha's doing with that. My mom would just sit there and take it and don't say nothing. Meanwhile, I'm over there going, Mom, if he goes to sleep, you know, we can get the money. You know, we can do this and this. And my mom will just look at me and she's like, no, baby, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, no, the fuck is not. So when I turned 16 and he tried to put his hands on me, one thing I said to him, I said, I fucking dare you.
Right.
After that, I cut him off. After he married the new woman and whatnot, you have fun. I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah.
And ladies, sorry. Go ahead. Hi. I watched today on the outside her apologies. It's humiliation. And as an older lady, I've been through some experience as well. Humiliation, loss of good friends,
Right.
and the constant playing of this will trigger her, will make her realize she's already admitted she went over the top. That's some sort of step.
Acknowledgement, yes.
Okay.
She had a live because when I tell you I'm being completely honest, I don't follow her up. She had a live. Who did she apologize to?
She was apologizing and she made it clear, unfortunately, she was apologizing to the people that were still with her of her behavior. But it should have been an all-out apology because it is humiliation. It was her going over the top. She kept repeating that. She behaved out of context. She went overboard. Almost the word obsessed. Almost,
He definitely is obsessed on it. Like, honestly,
Yes. And I think, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be next week, but the reoccurrence, and it's not just going to be you guys, and there are going to be some others. And I did back then lose a lot of good friends because they kept being there for me and I kept going back.
Right.
So sooner or later, this humiliation and this reoccurrence and all this, she's going to have to build her self-confidence back up because she was triggered. There was a lot of women involved with this man and it triggered her. She focused on one and kind of was blindsided by the others, So I'm hopeful that this is gonna, help her somehow, because not everybody is that.
evil. He's evil. He's got demons, and because of his demons, he triggered demons into her.
Right.
That's not healthy. And I hope she can see that toxicity is toxicity. It's not healthy. She says it's affecting her health, her mental health, her physical health. Girl, this is him. And hopefully this will reach out to her. Unfortunately, you girls have done everything, and it backfired. It really did. And it's okay, because that shows you are better than that. You're not going to put up with that. You don't have to, because it's not, as a crazy one said, it's not your relationship. You can only do so much, and that's it. You girls did it. You did it in the most powerful way possible and stood your grounds and left. Commend, clap, clap, clap. And by this, her thing today, I think it did make her realize her behavior. Unfortunately, her apology was just to the people that continue to follow her. But sooner or later, I'm sure she can't be that cruel in her mind not to realize how good you people were to her. It's not about how quick you were to diss her or let go, because sooner or later she's going to realize you let go because you cared, and you couldn't do much more because she wasn't accepting what you were trying to show her or reach out to her for.
Right.
And God forbid, no, should you women ever have to risk your family or your relationships with your husband to focus all your energy on trying to help this lady.
Right.
No. That's a selfish act on her, or as an abused person. That's a selfish act, and that's something she'll come to terms with and realize. But what you girls did, no.
It's even like today, Donna, when we were over, a couple of us were over one of my friends' lives who doesn't really associate, right? And Ramit comes in. This was in the evening, just before I started my live. Ramit comes in, and then all of a sudden they all start coming in. And we were in a live. Minxie came in Amanda's live last night, and we were discussing some things. And one of the topics that came up was one of my friends' Top Girl. So, Minxie said something, and I explained it to her, and she said, "You know what, Michi, that I understand." She's like, "I get it," right? So I was like, "Okay, cool." The topic was dropped, because one thing with me, I'm loyal in front of your face and behind your back. She screen recorded it and sent it to Top Girl and said, "Oh, your friends were in a live with Minxie, blah blah," which we didn't hide from Top Girl. And then she turned around and went in and seen Tessa in the live and started tagging Tessa about, "How do you feel that your friends were laughing it up with Minxie last night and laughing after your friend?" Like, that doesn't make sense. Why are you doing that? You're a grown ass woman.
Because she's still in denial.
Yeah.
That's the biggest. It's like alcohol. It's like drugs addiction. She is in denial.
Right.
So, it's
Control of
unfortunate.
herself and who she is.
Pardon?
She's lost control of who she is.
Exactly,
She has
girl.
no idea
Exactly.
who she is anymore. She is Ramik's woman. That's all she is. She's his punching bag. That's what she is. Until she gets fucking rid of this idiot, she's not gonna. He's gonna kill her. He's going to kill her.
I'm so sorry for that. And he's not funny anymore. This is not skit. This is
No.
dangerous online slander behavior. By him showing your voice texts, and there was numbers being shown. Shame, 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 shame. Shame on him, because he was too busy trying to make his point across. He didn't realize, again, he was putting other people in circumstance of idiots out there calling you and threatening you, and they might be irrelevant. It's just people playing, because there's sick people out in this world, and they thrive on everybody else's bads. you know?
Oh, she told, but they were, when he was in the live last night, he purposely put out our numbers and told people to call us.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
He's a child. He's a child.
Yeah. Yes.
You feel like, say, oh, revenge. Come on, bro. If your team
But like
say,
even that alone, revenge for what? You're a grown man.
for
What are
what?
you doing?
For what?
But hold on,
Like,
revenge for what? He
for
left
what?
her to go be with Minxie. So where is the revenge there? Like, you chose to
Let
do
me
that.
say, to be
He
honest,
chose to take you back.
when
So
He just went to another place where he could just be calm and everybody will just cater to him. And she wasn't catering to him at that time. So he went to Minxie. You
yeah,
know, then he went to Tecagal or whoever.
oh,
And then
come
as
to
long as
me,
he's
let me
getting
cater
catered to,
you.
as long as he's getting catered to, he's happy. And if you're not catering to him, he'll beat your shit out of you.
alright.
Or,
Me
you
in
know,
this, cause I love do editing, ask my wife. Me always do this to like the fun night, like content, laugh and them something they like. You see the day when me saw account, cause me did hear about the beating and them something there, and me did hear about in Lick Minxie in a club, and one night time I say, yeah, if me and Michelle walk and a girl move to Michelle, me I defend my wife, I don't care, you see me?
of
But
course.
you see there when me see one picture, like one account come up on my phone, and when I click on him, I see how him do boss lady face. I call my wife, and say, babes, look on that picture, yeah, how this? And she say, yeah, I Remy the boss lady, so. I say, you see that looking for crowd we are doing, we are tap, So in when a reaction, my wife now she on the Christmas day, my wife say, yo, here what? We are allow the negative with Minxie and we are just do some Christmas thing. I'm gonna take some picture and a present on the Christmas tree and all these things. Boss lady there, she insists, nope. She want know the time. People, listen. 101 people may I say right now. Who the hell are gonna look for somebody microwave time and check for your work time for know which part in the world the person move gone? Tell me if that not more than question.
Obsessed person.
When my wife send me something and I listen to them and about Minxie thinks a TPC is breaking. It's Christmas, mama. Take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break from hating for 5 minutes.
For
Take a
real.
break. At Christmas, your man just get locked up and he get bail. Thank God. Give thanks.
Yeah. Don't you think by that last video where she was confronting him in front of probably a bunch of viewers, the key word was you were disrespecting, I'm not allowed to do that to you, and blah
Yep.
blah blah. She's starting to speak up, you
Yeah,
know?
And then she got her ass beat.
No, she got her ass beat for the same thing like last time, saying
I
he was
know.
disrespectful.
I know.
Yeah, but that's still a step in the right direction, though, if she's actually calling him out.
Exactly.
Because even if she gets her ass beat for it, she's starting to, right?
Mhm.
We don't know what's going to come after that, but it's
Alright, I
still
give you
worth
that
something.
joke when me know say this wasn't a joke. We dey on the live one time and the two of them dey on the live and them entertain and go on the most. We a call up Minxie name and style. Me there me a listen and a vibe. She go say suck your mother out arm out. Like she used the Jamaica phrase suck your mother. And the Yahweh man give her. If the live wasn't on, the man look on her and say, I'm not telling her use that word there. You
Who
see
did
how
she say it to?
no, she say, alright, Minxie, they have a fake account attack, Cause I block the fake account and get my mad remove, So me know say, yo, me call my wife and say, my wife, Minxie over here say, and them have troll with their own account, Cause they remove my mad for just block the account. Cause we there and we have vibe. We are listen music. We don't want no fake account, whatever, No negative. Me never get the memo. Me block the fucking account. When me block the account, when me look them start cuss me, me too jumpy, me too easy for black people, and me feel low it make it talk. And when me look by time I come off I live, me say, my mod was removed. I'm call my wife and say, wife, you see all of them account there are them a Billy. Are them a
That makes
Billy.
sense.
Them a try make a case, figure out court because they know they're wrong. So them a make it look like say a Minxie a come over the country terrorize. The Minxie not going nowhere. Minxie a do her nails. Me don't know how you do your nails in our nether comments and a text. So I say, wife, look on that. That no make sense. You see me?
Yeah.
All said and done. Go back to the day when she go say, Minxie go suck your mother. Bumbo clot. When she go use the Jamaica bad word for? The man said, me not telling her use that bad word there. You see her face change like, you know when you got you slip up. If the live wasn't on.
But it's not like she was saying it to him. It's not like she was saying it to him. So why would he react that way? That's weird.
One day she was on her live and he must have gone to work and she said and she just said, oh, Remy not there here, so me can't say.
Imagine a grown man censoring you like you're a child.
Like, yo. And then
This is why I'm single.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mind
It's
you, this is a
unfortunate.
child to her too. She is a grown woman for him. So imagine a
Yeah,
child
just like his
censoring
mommy.
you, right? You're like his mom, and like, okay, not his mom, but you know what I mean? Like, you're having a child censor you, a 33-year-old man.
Low self-esteem. That's why some older women go for the younger men. Boost their ego, make them feel good, because men our age, they don't put up with it, right? So we're here. Some older women dating younger men, not all cases, but it's what's that syndrome? It's not mommy
Mommy issues, daddy issues.
Yeah, like when the men, like you know,
Younger
and
black men.
but
And that fucked me over.
yeah, like so. First of all, her being older,
Stockholm syndrome.
I
Oh yeah, I
guess.
said that she has Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
no, you're the
Falling
older
in love with
one.
her captor.
Yeah, you're the older one. You should be in the empowering part, and he should be the one pleasing and being and learning from you, not the other way around. You know, but maybe her past toxicity, his past toxicity, this is why they are who they are to each other. It's not healthy,
No,
but they
and that's
feed
why
off
it's
of each
important
other.
when you come out of a relationship to give yourself time to heal. Like, why is it so hard for her to just sit down and say, this is not normal. I see everything spiraling out of control. Let me come off of TikTok. Let me deal with myself. Let me get rid of this guy. Let me whatever. Like, but no, instead you want to attack us for your problems. No.
Jealousy, envious, and it's hard to admit it because, you know, we all want what everybody else has, but that takes work, that takes communication, that takes respect, you know, and her reaction is and you know, I'm not just like women who go from one guy after another after another after another. They're thirsting for what they envy from their friends.
Right.
So it's unfortunate and it's very sad. And I do hope good, you know, like he's not, maybe he'll leave once he hooks up with some other stupid girl, you know, that doesn't realize what's going on, and he'll have this scene with her again where he's going to leave her, pack, and she'll be crying, but maybe not. Maybe she's afraid to kick him out,
But
you know?
he doesn't contribute anything. So any
That's
money that
shame.
he makes, he sends it back to his baby mother, plus takes some from her to put on top of it to send it to the baby mother, and she pays the bill.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing to every girl. Why can these women not see a repetitive behavior?
But it's not even like she doesn't see it. She knows. She just
Yeah.
doesn't want to admit it to herself.
Exactly.
Well,
Denial.
how is a man useful? How could you even call yourself a man doing that? First of all. Second of all, how do you have a grown man in your house not contributing anything and you have kids to feed? You have children to feed and he can't even pay one bill?
Right.
We need to put our pride aside and listen, open our ears, and listen to our gut over our hearts, because there was a way back live he did in between the Minxie and going back to her. He said, I don't love. I don't love. I care for my baby mama, but I don't love. I don't love any woman. I
Do
don't
you
know
hear
if
that?
I folk like smart women will pay attention. And
Yeah.
I was like, damn you. Like, you're saying it out loud and they're not listening.
They're
They
not
don't.
listening, exactly. They're like, no, I can change him. I can make him love me.
Right.
You cannot
Exactly.
make him love anybody. He probably does not even love himself.
Exactly.
He's gay.
And if you think you can change him, you can't. The point right there. He's not for you.
No. He's not for anybody, because that live said it all. He don't love. He cares. He respects his baby mamas, but he does not love. There's no love in this world. You know? I thought, wow.
But see,
Wow.
that is a man that was raised on survival. This is the thing that a lot of people don't understand, right? People that grow up in rough circumstances, I know in Jamaica it's tough. You know what I mean? That's no excuse. But when there's two types of people in this world, people that are raised on survival and people that are raised on love. And if you are raised on survival, it is very tough for you to receive love and to give it. And
Exactly.
Ramik needs to look into himself. He needs to get down on his knees and repent his sins and surrender his life to God. That's the only person that could fix him.
Yep.
For real. And that's the thing,
Because
like even
what
as
he's
people who
doing
don't
is
do
not
that.
fair.
And the thing is like, you see, I don't know, like I've spoke to friends and stuff, and whenever we get on the topic of like, oh, how can a woman just have sex or be in a marriage or be in a relationship just for money? And it's survival. It doesn't
Yeah, it
mean
is.
anything to them. But I would never understand that because I grew up being loved. So to me, I'm like, how do you fuck somebody just to get some money? Like, it's survival. Like, so, and that's the thing. We're all looking at her going, how are you doing this? And we're going, Ramik, how the fuck are you doing this? It's survival on both of their parts, and neither one of them want to let it go. I strongly feel that if Minxie literally, she knew for a fact that Ramik would never try to go back to Minxie, she would probably walk out. But right now it's a game to her, and she wants to be the one to win.
Oh, of course. But also too, remember relationships are always transactional, right?
Transactional,
So
exactly.
regardless of whether she's receiving abuse or whatever, she's still receiving something from him,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that empty void within herself, she's receiving whether it's good, bad, negative energy, even though he's mad like 95% of the time, that 5% that he's not beating her, she's getting love from him.
Yeah.
Right.
You're a
And that's
smart
why it's
girl.
hard for her to leave that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
right, baby, Kayla, baby, you're absolutely right. She'll take what she can get right now. But the thing is, and this is the reason I did the live. Like I said, I'm not gonna bash her because to me she is a victim. However, you don't get to go around and fuck with other people either.
No.
Like,
No.
stop.
No. That's right. I hope she watched your live. I hope somebody screen recorded it and played it for her, because you were a lady. You were right, like proper, and saying what you said. And that should have opened her eyes. You know, it's almost like, girl, this isn't personal. This is like, stop. You're sick. It's okay. You need help. It's okay. It's not you. You need help. Get rid of him first, because you're never going to get the help as long as he's around.
No.
And hey, you know what? I'm sure him not coming home certain nights of the week, he's probably already setting up for his next.
Exactly. Because where are you going? Because I
Exactly.
guarantee you he's not paying for no hotel.
No.
Exactly. I line it like that's the fucked up part. It's just like I look at this and I understand that, like they say with kids, good attention, bad attention, it's attention same way. But it's like what does he bring to the table? Nothing. Nothing. You can't even vent to this man. You can't even sit down and tell this man what is going on in your life or how you're feeling certain days because he doesn't care. He's not interested.
No, he's not. No.
You know
That
what I
sounds.
am wondering though? I don't know if you guys have like heard the saying like never tell a man your past trauma, because I'm wondering if she's experienced anything like this before. If she has vented that to him, he's doing exactly the same shit to her because he knows that she'll put up with it, if not more.
But it's even funny when I hear her say like the story of her breakup with Ramik and then how they got back together. And she's like, I thank you. Like, if you ever see her, like, yo, she be doing the most. But she's like, I thank you, Mixie, because if Ramik never got involved with you, he wouldn't have understood and came back to be a better man. And he wouldn't have come back to, how does she say it?
I saw that, and that's the worst.
Yeah, and she said that what they have. She said what they have is what real love looks like. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
You
she
don't
was like,
imagine
oh,
that.
you came, or he wouldn't have known how good he had it at home. He only left Minxie because he realized she wasn't going to put up with his shit.
She was starting to have feels, and yeah. So
She say, I
and
when you get trigger off on one kind of week at the time. She said, no, this look too serious.
Yeah, like he stopped fucking with Minxie because Minxie said I think she said she went to like Vegas or something and came back, and like the little time she took away, she was like, yo, this isn't gonna work. Minxie's not gonna put up with his shit. So he's with you because you're putting up with his garbage and no other reason.
Yeah, because it's convenient.
Yeah, you support him in every aspect. The man gets to send all of his money home. He doesn't have to contribute. You make certain he's got what he wants and when he wants it. And anytime he fucks up, like, okay, as women, let's be honest. As women, you're gonna sit there every day and let your man sit and talk about your ex, whether good or bad. Where's the enjoyment in that? Because I want to know why your ex is always on your fucking mind.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you can't talk about anything else.
Ex, if a man's talking shit about his ex, that's a red flag. Why are you never the problem?
Right.
Why do you never take accountability? What was the problem with you?
Right.
What did you do? And not to mention, she knew that he had charges with Minxie. Why was that not a red flag?
No, she said he was defending her.
Okay, but still, like, he
Right.
put his hands on another woman, you know what I mean? And he's on the internet bragging and boasting about how he beats women. And
He was
you
like-
are
he said
literally
Minxie-
backing him up.
He said, Minxie, if I do it again, I'd knock you the fuck back out. Yo, that guy doesn't care, eh?
No,
Doesn't care.
no.
He speaks loudly and proudly about beating on people's children. Like, it's sad and it's sick. And he needs to meet his match.
Yeah, he will.
Because I'm telling you, if oh my gosh.
Listen, let me tell you
Like,
how-
he doesn't understand. Like, you could get hot oil poured in your ears while you sleep, buddy. Like, watch your back. Because
And
that's
here's
what
the
I
thing.
would have done to
And
him.
you know what, Cole?
I would
Here's
have
the
fried
thing.
his brain.
I sit back and I look at this situation and I'm going to show you in my mind how I think things are going to pan out there. I think that all of the hurt and bullshit that he's put his baby mother through in Jamaica, she's going to play the part. She's going to buy the prettiest wedding dress to get married. And she's going to come up here. But the whole time she's resenting him. So even if she's sitting down there quietly waiting for her opportunity, she's still building up resentment because she's on TikTok. So she sees all the bullshit all the fucking time. And then when she comes up, what is she going to do? She's going to look her own life. She'll come up with papers and documents and she'll go look a life for her and her kids and leave him. And that will be his karma.
Yes.
I would
The
understand.
silent ones, girls, the silent ones are the deadliest ones.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, you can tell her whatever you want, Ramik. First of all, the woman knows how Jamaican men run. She's from Jamaica. Number two, on top of that, you obviously feel some type of obligation or love or feelings towards her because you give her all your money. So on top of you think she's gonna sit there and she's gonna take the opportunity and she's gonna come up here and she's gonna say, bitch, you mistreated me for 4 fucking years. I'm not staying with you. And remember when she comes up, she's gonna come up as a PR into a woman's country. So there's no like they're not gonna turn her back or anything like that. She can come right to the airport and say, oh, I got my PR from my husband, but I think he's gonna abuse me. And they'll give her the world to make sure she's straight.
Yeah.
Also, too, a man that invests their money in something, in whether it's a woman or a project or whatever, that's where their heart is.
Right.
Yeah.
That is, if a man is spending like money and that's like he's not rich or anything, that's where his money is going. He loves that girl. Yep. So that's gonna be his karma.
That's what listen, where I live, there's like a lot of like over in like the next little town or whatever, there's a lot of migrant workers. And a lot of the migrant workers they'll run off of the farm with like the white women or whatever that are here. They'll marry them. And for a lot of like for the most part, a lot of the women try to like control them. So when it comes to money and shit, they're sneaking to like pay to send home money or whatever. And the women sit in Jamaica and they'll wait for them. And when the man gets married and gets his documents and goes to Jamaica and marries them and brings them up here, the women, like 80% of the time, the women end up leaving them because they feel resentment. Like you literally have fucked around my goddamn heart for 5 years. So yeah, I took the opportunity, but I'm going to keep it moving.
I always thought, no, I always, as a woman, knew this girl back home, she's laying low, she's quiet, she's a mom with children, she's thinking of her future, a better future for her children, and this is okay. She's been without him for 4 years. It's nothing to her other than the golden ticket.
She's already living the single parent life.
Mm-hmm.
She's living a single parent life with the only thing that she has is a little financial support. There's no difference for her to sit there and say to Vermeek, yeah, I love you, hurry up. Yeah, like hurry up and send for me. Oh, me and your kids are coming up here. And in his mind, that she's loyal to him because they've already been together when he was in Jamaica and really had nothing.
Yeah. And
so when she comes up here, you think that every time you made that fucking girl cry, and Minxie can tell you, like, why are you doing these things? Why are you doing these things on TikTok where I have to see them? And and oh, don't worry, I'm just trying to work out a thing for us. So like, don't feel like she's not gonna resent you every fucking time. Don't think she's not gonna resent you every time your fucking your woman gets her. Like, why are you buying Natasha a fucking wedding ring? And she's posting it all, or he's putting it all over TikTok.
That's okay. That's okay, because this girl is collecting. His behavior over here with all these girls, she's collecting. She's smooth. She's smart. She's hurt. She's hurt, but she's smart. She's the smartest one out of all of this situation.
Yep.
Oh, and one thing too, Jamaican women, they are very spiteful, okay?
Right.
Yes.
When they are nothing worse than a woman scorned. So he's
exactly.
in for it. And remember, she was probably also raised on survival too.
Right.
Yeah.
So Kola, so there was a time, Minxie yesterday was telling us that there was a time when they were in the car, or they were live, and Minxie was sitting on the couch and he was sitting, like they were facing the phone, and he was sitting between her legs. And she called. And when the baby mother called, she was crying. And he went into the other room and he was saying to the baby mother, like, yo, I'm trying to work out a thing for you, whatever. Right? So he got so fucking upset. I think Minxie said they drove somewhere after. And he got so fucking upset and stressed out and like mad. She goes, it was like a light switch. A man doesn't feel that way towards a woman finding out their flaws unless they love them.
Yeah.
That's where his heart is. That is his investment. That is who he's investing in, is that family back home. So of course he's gonna feel it.
Yeah. And a woman, what happens with women? Every time somebody fucks us over little by little, the love just goes away and it goes away.
Yeah, you love him a little bit less every time.
Exactly.
And I can guarantee you that he doesn't. I don't know. I don't think that he's put his hands on the baby moms.
Nope. Never. She's never said anything. She's always said the other thing. I don't know why he beats you white girls.
I have a question.
She beats him though.
I have a question for everyone here, and don't take this in the wrong way. But with the whole like Caribbean men thing, and then when they gravitate towards the white women, right? Why are you guys so accepting of them? Like, what is it about them? Because I myself am Jamaican, and I could never see myself with another Jamaican man because I know how they are, right? So what is it about them? And
Okay,
Bala,
so
this
you
is
have
no offense to you either.
they have okay. So
Okay. He's
you
like, I
have
ain't one
like
of them.
you have like two kinds of so first of all like for me I've always been I've always appreciated more than Jamaica like the Rasta culture because I'm indigenous, right? So we have a lot of
Oh,
the
okay.
same beliefs. We have a lot of the same the way we do things are very similar, and we have that we have that tie to Mother Earth and stuff. But you have some women that they're white women and they fall in love with somebody from the Caribbean and they don't want to be somebody from the Caribbean. They just fell in love with somebody from the Caribbean. 90%
Yeah,
of the women that you see here, especially on TikTok as, bigger white women, it's actually not that they're gravitating towards the man for anything more than the fact that they're looking for somebody that lives in a country where things are harder and they want to control them.
Yeah.
yeah.
So when push comes to shove, it's not even like, oh my God, I love Jamaican men. They just realize that, okay, I can do this and I can do that and I can somewhat use my money to control the situation. He'll listen to me because he's going to want more money at least next week. That's what I see.
Or his
But I
papers.
do
Or his
also,
papers.
exactly, or his papers, or he just wants to have a whitey come down that he can gallivant around Jamaica with. Like, that's what I see. It may not be that way personally with me. It's like the culture of Jamaica is it's similar to indigenous culture. So I've always really not appropriated it, but appreciated it. But there is the other ones. And I don't think that they're like going to Jamaican men because they're, oh my God, these guys are so great, which you guys absolutely are amazing men, some of you. But it's more along the lines of, I think that this guy, he's young, he's this, he doesn't really have nothing. So I can give him a little breadcrumbs and control him.
It's insane. I feel like everybody wants something from someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't know. I wish that like people could just love on each other without there being like an ulterior motive.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And admit, and just, there's no problem in this world for admittance. I fucked up. I made a bad choice.
Right.
What was I thinking? And give yourself a break and just start fresh, but don't jump from one to another because it's dominoes. It just gets worse and worse and worse. It's not rational. This is the problem with this whole scenario. If it's no rationality, everybody's grasping for attention, for I'm going to be that girl. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that. No, it shouldn't have to be that way. It isn't that way.
And I really do. I believe that the men need to start, like, just as you'll hear, like, women, like, foreigners on the app, like, oh, you need to check out what this. No, the men need to check out, too. Like, if you're in Jamaica and you see that a woman has been in a quote-unquote TikTok long-distance relationship for 2 years, never came to Jamaica, doesn't own a passport, like, those are red flags as well. Like, that's probably not somebody that's going to take a relationship seriously. They just want somebody to talk to on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's all of these different things, you know what I'm saying, that you have to check out. You of course, two people from two completely different cultures and countries can fall in love and have a great life, but that's not the norm anymore.
No.
So you have to identify it when you have it, but you also have to identify it when you're like, yo, something's just not right. Like Minxie said the other day or yesterday, she said if anybody asks her for something, she's just like, no, and then she just cuts them off.
Yeah.
And that's what being with Kamar did to her.
Good.
Well, this is the thing, though.
She
right?
learned.
With identifying
Kamar,
those,
Patrick, like...
With identifying those red flags, right, when it comes to, like, women dating, I don't think it's ever in a woman's best interest to date a man when he's at his lowest. Because that is not going to end up working out
Right.
good for you at all.
Listen, ladies,
Why would you
a
even want to be
man,
with somebody who needs to be with you, not wants to be with you out
Right.
of choice, but needs to be with you?
exactly.
No.
And a man goes for that as well. A man is more attractive to a woman with self standards, thinks highly of herself, isn't what's the word? Passive, like doesn't, it's more attractive to a man,
And the
not
thing
a
is,
weak
Donna,
woman.
is yes, a man is more attracted to an independent
Strong.
woman, a strong woman. However, men have that amazing quality to identify an insecure woman as well, and that,
Exactly.
like, if you're
Oh,
asking yourself
100%.
what this man's doing with you, you probably shouldn't be with him.
This is the
Those
thing though,
men,
men when they meet you, they compartmentalize you immediately within a few moments of talking to you. So they put you in a box. They literally put you in a box like we have here
oh yes,
and know
oh
where
yes,
where they're going to put you. And it's
Right.
they
insane
already
how
know.
they do that. Men are
Right.
not
Yes, they
stupid.
already no, they have the instinct. They already know. They already know. I follow this coach, relationship coach, and he said, and every guy who talks about the woman that they marry or been in a relation, they say they know within the 10 minutes or whatever the discussion, they like the first date talking, they already know. They've already known she's a keeper or she's just going to be for fun.
Donna, when this guy was there holding up this big ass fucking ring, talking about, oh, I bought Boss Lady this ring that was $5,000. I'm like, bitch, you have never seen $5,000 in your life, first of all, but whatever. When he was doing that, he said, we've been together for 5 years, blah, 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 blah. He don't have no intention of marrying her.
No, he
He would
doesn't.
have been did that shit already.
The reason why he's not
He
going to
would
marry
have,
her though too is
no,
because he wants his baby mom to come up.
Right.
but listen, if it was love, if it was with good intention, he is like he says, he likes to create content. He would have done the biggest,
Right.
phenomenal proposal online to
100%.
show, not holding her hand and showing the ring. He would have done the whole. Men are romantics like that. When they make that choice, they want to do it right. What kind of a memory?
He came in and handed her a box and said Merry Christmas and then took it back and put it under the tree till fucking Christmas Day.
Oh my! Is this Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not
And you as
right.
a woman don't feel that you deserve more than that?
Come on, no,
It takes
no,
up to
that's
7
not
times
right.
for
It's
a woman
unfortunate.
to. It takes up to 7 times for a woman to try to leave an abusive situation.
I
To
will
try to
lock
leave
in
an
here
abusive.
and I preach. And one
Exactly.
you lock in here and I preach and you hold on you and I chill it. You're like, yeah, lion.
No, it's not. Like I said, it's not. It took me 7 years. 7 years. There was no physical abuse. It was everything else abuse. But it's how many times? And we'd break up and it would be 6 months, oh, okay, I do miss, he missed, blah, blah, blah. Then guess what? The arguments got quicker and the breakups got quicker and then we got back again. Then we break up, then we got back again. That's where the signs are. You can break up, you could make a mistake and then realize, oh no, this is the one I want. And that's it. There should be no more breakups and getting back togethers. That should be one time and one time only.
Shit, babe, me and you break up every day.
Same here, man.
The only thing Dana does
I'm
say
single every
I'm
Thursday.
like, I'm sorry, Dana, that
Baller, make sure you're getting those breakup flowers, eh?
no, like
Look,
we
like,
our
literally,
breakup
like,
are
oh yeah, I'll be like, I
something.
don't want to be with you no more. And then at 2:00 in the morning, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Are you bored? Want to watch a movie?
It's hard. It can't be easy. It cannot be easy. you know, and people have overcome long distance. But I'm talking about the ones who are face to face,
Yeah.
you know? The long distance that I don't know that. You know, it's not,
Long distance is hard, and
yeah,
it's not for the weak.
no, no,
So
but
me I want strong blood clot, man.
yeah. No, but it's the ones that we're dealing with, you know, face to face. And you know, as we get older, we're supposed to get wiser. We're supposed to learn from our mistakes, not continue them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
So
is the thing, right? I recently learned that adults, well, people stop using their critical thinking skills at the age of 15. So if you're
Somebody.
not developing your critical thinking skills and learning about yourself, learning about the world you live in, how are you supposed to grow?
Dana, you mute. I'm forward, but you're drawing your screen. Miss
Have a
Dana.
problem.
pardon?
You gotta
Drawing your
mute
screen.
yourself because it's interfering.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how.
No, that's
Is it working?
Is it better now? I don't hear it anymore.
I don't hear it anymore either.
She can mute when she's ready.
Yeah, I was saying like people need to learn what they like, what they don't like, learn about like your non-negotiables in relationships. Focus in on yourself and learn about your childhood traumas and what you didn't get from childhood, what you needed to get that you couldn't get from your parents. Because oftentimes too, when we ignore those things, we tend to actually end up dating our parents. I don't know about you guys' experience, but
So
I
I
have
did
done
that.
that.
I did that.
Yeah, and it's scary, isn't it?
Yep.
And
You know
also
what?
people don't
Once you
realize
figure
the
that out, you become a reborn again.
Oh, of course. And honestly, it sounds really stupid, but if you sit down with yourself and you journal and you talk to your inner child or you write a journal entry to your inner child, do you know how powerful that is?
Very.
Like, especially if you've gone through abuse or any hardship, if you write a letter to your old self and say, you know what, I apologize, like you didn't deserve that, you know, like XYZ, it's so powerful to talk to yourself because that's the only way you're going to grow. And that's that's the version of the version of yourself that you want to bring into your relationships with people is the healed version.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're never going to be 100% healed, you know, but you need to try. And like another thing too is triggers. Like you need to know what your partner's triggers are. You need to know what your triggers are. Because if you're just triggering each other and no one's like, you know, it's not going to get anywhere.
Well, I'm going to say goodnight. And thank you for allowing me on. And yeah, this is awesome. And like I said, continue. This is in a positive direction, not negative.
Right. Fully.
So thank you. Have a great night.
Have a great night, Miss Anna.
Bye-bye.
Same to you, man.
Yeah, I need to work on my temper though.
Lioness. They don't call you lioness for no reason.
All right, then. We're gonna have to call you Cub if you work on your temper.
But I only have a temper for stupidity.
I get that too. Because it's like some things that you think should be common sense are not so common.
Exactly. Like, holy.
He's calling
And
me
it's
again.
frustrating. I think it's frustration you feel probably more than anger. And then it translates as anger.
It does. Exactly does. And that's the thing. I'm like, oh, calm yourself down, girl. Like, you can do
See, my trigger is lies. My thing is lies. I just feel like if you're standing in front of me and you're lying to me, you're literally being like, okay, watch this idiot. This is the excuse I'm going to give her and she's going to take it. I get insane over lies. Don't lie. Nobody has to, you don't have to lie to me.
Because it's gaslighting and insulting your intelligence.
I feel the same way. My biggest thing is fucking lying to me and just lying right to my face.
I can't, and that's the thing. I can't do it.
No.
Even my children told me, he goes, Mom, we know when you lie. I'm like, no, you don't. Because I lie to these little fuckers all the time. And they're
Well, I
like,
can't lie.
you
I
look
started off and I
down.
finish it with a laugh.
They're like,
I
you
start off
look
laughing
down
before
when
I
you're
tell
not
the lie. I
telling the
tell the lie,
truth.
and then I end it with a laugh. I can't lie.
Man.
I can't.
Isn't it funny
Because
that our kids know us the best? Like kids are really good with sniffing us out, and they have you guys seen those videos where it's like my kids acting like me or whatever, and the kids are acting out their mom or their dad and how they act?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's
you want to know the fuck
hilarious.
up part, Paula? So Minxie, I think it was last night. Was it
Hmm.
last night? I think so. She showed us this thing on I can't remember. I think it was either Reddit or Facebook or something along those lines, and it was literally Natasha's daughter. I think I can't remember her name, but saying basically,
Angel. It was a text and it was Angel.
oh, okay, yeah, and they went and commented on a video of Ramik and Natasha or something that was or Minxie or something like that, and she was like, "Yo, all this guy does is beat my mom and abuse her, and all this. Somebody come get this guy out of my house. All he does is take my mom's money. I'm gonna try to get it from Minxie."
Oh my god. How old is his daughter?
She's an adult.
Holy
adult?
fuck.
Yeah.
What was it on though, Crazy? What was it on? Was it on a Facebook post?
Yeah.
I
don't
think
know
she
if
said it
a
was on a
I think it
Facebook
was a
post.
Facebook post or.
It was a message. It was a Facebook message.
Yeah, and they under one comment, man. They under one video.
Yeah, it was like a comment. Like she commented on something and was like, "Oh, all he does is take my mom's money. All he does is abuse my mom and treat her bad, and I don't like him." And I was like, "Yo."
Okay, but
If
she's
your
the adult,
kids are
right?
saying that, how do you like not remove yourself? But I mean, no, I'm not gonna blame her. But just like, wow.
That's it.
Like her that's her adult child, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Mine
We're
will
not
sit.
talking about the 11-year-olds either, what they see.
Oh wow.
You know, at least the adult child can get herself out of the situation. The little ones can't.
No,
How
no.
many other kids are living in the home?
I think there's just the twins, isn't it? The two?
Yeah, the three.
Three.
3, and they're seeing this happen day in and day out. That is really sad. Because kids never forget what they see. They never forget that.
They don't.
And that is going to stay with those poor kids their entire life. And the type of adult that they result in is that's going to impact them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nicole just came in. Nicole is she used to talk to me too, and fucking boss lady like posted all this shit about her and did all this. She had to move away too.
Michi, did you go look for that to see if we had a copy of it?
No.
Oh,
I don't think
lucky.
she sent it, did she? I don't think she
Well,
just
I just
showed
found out she didn't send it, but Michi's lucky she didn't go look back at it.
Oh.
FBI.
I regret doing that.
I don't know. Knowing my kids, if I ever get in an argument with the man, I do get in arguments with the neighbors, but fuck, that's neighbors. But my child is right behind me. Like, what we doing?
Your kids are standing on business.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. And the funniest thing is, I have 2 adult daughter. My son soon's gonna be adult, and I have 3 little ones. They all live with me. And I'm like, why can't you just move out and they're like, we love you, Mom. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah,
I'm like, we don't want to leave you alone, with the kids and everything. I'm like, okay, rent this one.
To them as much as you can, because I'm 32 and I can't stand my mom because of the abuse from my childhood. So you hang on to those moments.
Nene, listen, let me tell you something. And from day one, I've been like this with a lot of people. A lot of people are weird about it. But Nene, you come in and you make your comments and you say what you want to say. And when you go over there, you can make your you know what I'm saying? It's a discussion. So for even if she does view your profile and you hear your name on a live tomorrow, you're a fucking grown ass woman that can have a discussion. If most of the time we're not even talking about Natasha. We're just talking about domestic violence and violence, childhood trauma in general. You have every right to be over here.
That just passed me. Like, huh? What?
No, but that's a weird game they play.
I don't know, Nancy. I don't see anything wrong with what you're saying.
Okay, I'm just checking.
This is the thing though. She cannot be monitoring where people go, and it's a fucking app. And
Well,
this is
didn't
the
she
thing
just
too.
go
Like
into somebody's?
in order for her to stop this bullshit, she has to lose her army of followers. That's the issue.
Yeah.
I don't think she has that many.
And she has to take accountability for the shit she did. Not like, oh, I owe an apology to the people that are here with me and blah, blah, blah. She's just saying that because she has nobody now.
What about your friend? The friend that fucking looked after your children
Well,
while
I
you're
was just
bailing
about to
loser out of jail?
say about
Like,
that,
Jesus.
Nancy. The
I
other
know.
night, I know she was drinking. You can tell, she had enough to drink. And then she broke down over crazy one and whatnot. She was my friend, and I know that was alcohol talking. It wasn't her, and she just wanted sympathy. And there was like so many people going, "Oh my God, don't cry! It's her loss." Blah blah blah. And I'm just there going,
Yo, the comment. You see, you think of people in a box and panel and host are the problem. You see the look of comment, what the one that we know say, that woman they talk shit because they know say, yeah, you're this crazy. You're
But
this
this is what fucks me up, is that how can she say that Crazy even did her fucking wrong? Like,
Right.
what is her, like, she can't even, she has nothing to say that Crazy, I talked to Crazy when she was over at her house looking after her kids.
Nancy,
Didn't even get a
literally-
damn bra on yet.
Nancy, literally, when we were in that live and Crazy was muted, and they were flinging words and attacking her, and Boss Lady's in the bottom box like, well, I mean, I've only known about this for a week, and I'm like, bullshit. And she's like,
Fucking
well,
liar.
I can look into this if there's people that are doing this and this. I'm like, bitch, you told them to fucking make the shit. You're stupid. But then at the end, I was like, me and she had already left the group. We didn't want to leave Crazy behind, but we knew that she had to see what she needed to see for herself. So we
Yeah.
waited it out with her. And then when she came, we were like, okay, let's go. Because we were already sick of it. But we knew, I can't tell you who to be friends with. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to figure it out for yourself and see what's going on. And after that live, we called her and I was like, yo, you're okay with her literally throwing you under the bus so that you have to stay muted and come out the box? Like, that's not even... And she's like, no, I'm mad. And then she went over to fucking Top Girls Live and went in the comment section because they were saying something, and she was like, who are you to question my motives? I said, who the fuck?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Are you crazy?
Yeah. I can this my wife and watch me. If you sit down and watch that, you're mad. Oh God. Stepping
Block and delete.
You know, it's no different than the people that were telling me to run over there when he ended the live. I don't know, you're just telling everybody I can't do that.
No, you can't put yourself in that situation. Fuck
It's
that.
not even that, it's
You know
not my
what?
relationship.
You're hard too soft to go over this. You know why you go over there, go call it, we have the other to, we're not afraid to say, hey boy, what's up, your mother about you, boy? Yeah, about you.
Well, it's
Make
not my
we
thing.
go
I'll
for
be
them.
there if she calls for the help, right?
Crazy if you want to watch, you watch from the outside of your screen or whatever. Now go in at them live. If you are going on live,
The only thing anybody could have done in that situation was call 911 and call the cops over to her fucking house. That's what I would have done.
But that's not even my
And have
my
them-
place to do.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying you should have
gotta
done
be
that.
her
I
move.
would have done that. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what, the situation, like literally he did what he did to her, and if the police would have showed up, he could have did worse. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes it's like, you have to, listen, she has to know what she's doing.
Yeah.
She has to know what she's doing. Yes,
It's true.
she's a victim and whatever, but she does need to know what she's doing because this doesn't make sense. If you want to
Because
control
she would
everybody
have
on a
probably
whole
bailed him out. She would have bailed him out again. and he would have come home and killed her.
Are we are do this? So? No, yeah, witness to a crime. So that's why you just have to just go and watch and do what you have to do. I
But
see
that's
it.
what
I
I'm
hope
saying.
you
When it
see
comes to
that.
them, it's like they come over into the live we're in today and start trouble. I'm not giving you the time of day anymore. Like, so don't, whatever you guys want to do, it's not going to work because you can't bully me. But I'm also
I mean,
not
she
going to
could
sit in
have
a
come on
fucking,
here.
in a live and cuss back and forth with you.
She could have come on here and said, "Hey, let me talk. Let me say what I need to say." But instead,
But
she was just bad
can't.
mouthing. No, she can't because she'll never take accountability for what she's done.
You can't do that. If a man here say she do that, you know, one more pound of one plate of dish out that already.
You know, it's the same thing with somebody that's into drugs. You can take them and do whatever you want with them, but until they're ready to leave that situation, they're not going to.
No, for real.
Man.
They will want the way name the rose, you know, kind of like them something I give them a nice rose to go half 6 in a night, you know. It's not pay them no mind, they want to come pick from Michigan. You know, get that rose there, you better go find some lukewarm drinks and then you get your rose off of drinks, then you go
No,
deal
but
with
that's
them.
what I said, and that's exactly what, when I called the girls and I was like, "Go, you guys, just come out the live," because, and I said to them, I said, "Listen, they don't have a right to tell us when we address stuff. We address it when we want to address it. So they can come into every live that we're in, and we leave if we don't feel like addressing that thing. And what are they gonna say? Oh, they ran when they see me. And I'm like, okay, cool. Who cares? I will address you on my platform." Not on yours, not on anybody else's. I will address you on my platform. And when I want to address you, how I want to address you. And we're
And
not
nobody
doing the
never
war.
say,
And we're not
they
doing it.
never do it like we last time, but oh, me eat me food and this and that. No. When we have you over here, so like you talk too much over my wife, me mute you. And then you're so easier than you just start type and my wife say you're mute her. Alright. Watch the live, man.
That's what she, like, she's over there, like, when she came over into Top Girls Live that day, and she was making all those comments, and then Ramik was like, oh, she went over Top Girls Live, but she didn't go in a box. What's her big thing all the time? Oh, TPC, you can come over here when we're live and come take a box and we can discuss topics like adults and blah, blah, blah. But she wouldn't come up in the box. Why? Oh, I don't want nobody to mute me. Every fucking time people are in your box, you mute them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a one-way street when it comes to her. It's her way or the highway, and that's all there was to it.
Right.
She